What's going on? It's your man DJ Big Mike.
It's your man R.O.
It's your boy T.Jay, the mayor.
You are listening to Beyond the Tracks podcast.
Your podcaster's favorite podcast. What's going on, fellas?
What it do?
What's Gucci, bro?
What's happening, man? How's everybody feeling?
Feeling good. Feeling good. It's another day. Let's go.
Sir. Yes, sir. Right before we even get started, right off the bat, man, let's hit the sponsorship with some shout outs. What you got, DJ Big Mike?
Let me see. You know, I always got my man J.C. Quality Construction. He does everything from the 2x4 to the key to the front door. And he hit me up and he said, give him my name, my number, mention the podcast, and I'll give you 15% off all supplies.
I'm going to need that 15% off. So
Yeah, I was about to say, I didn't even know that.
When he told me that, I was like, yeah, we got you. Don't even worry about that. So it is J.C. Quality Construction. His number is 734-652-9715. And like I said, mention Beyond the Tracks podcast, and you get 15% off all materials.
Now, can we get the 15% off
Yeah.
if I tell them Beyond the Tracks podcast?
Yeah.
'Cause
we get it regardless.
I need some shit done.
That's part of the sponsorship. That's part of the sponsorship. We get that regardless.
Speaking of getting things from sponsorships, from our sponsor, 8 Mile Vodka, it comes with
8 Mile.
8 Mile Vodka.
8 Mile Vodka.
So man, y'all go out there, support my boy Mikey Shoe and everybody over there. 8 Mile Vodka, premium vodka, man. It's pretty dope. It's straight out of Detroit, and yeah, man. So that's what we got for our sponsors today. Rome, you got anything for sponsors or?
Hey, the outfit click, man. You know what it is. Battle rap, team merchandise. You see more coming up soon.
Absolutely. Actually, I did see your brother. Had some things going on, man. I didn't even know how many big things he was doing with the battle and stuff, man.
Yeah, he doing his thing, man. He got a channel. He got the outfit channel, and
yeah, he's been out there grinding.
Man. Yeah,
he's been out there grinding,
putting his work in.
Where's he at now?
He's still in. He in Detroit now. He in Detroit. Yeah, he was in Inkster, but he in Detroit now.
Yeah, Bricks are just dip.
Hey, he's a creator.
Yeah, is he Bricks or is he Jose?
He Jose.
Oh yeah,
Jose Langston.
Yeah,
we know him as Totally Focused Bricks.
Right.
Jason Bricks, man. One
shout out.
1/3 of the master MCs from Totally Focused days, man. Yeah, man. And on that tip with the MCs and stuff, today we are talking about the DJ, the MC, and the house party. Ooh. And we all come from the era of some wild house parties, some great DJing. When the MC was an MC. Nowadays, wow. I really want to talk about this, man, because, man, that stuff has fell off. I don't think there is a house party anymore. I mean, this is right before, I mean, we're in COVID right now, but I don't even remember a house party before COVID, man. Kids don't party like that no more, man.
Right. Nah, and if it is a house party, it's more the OGs. You know what I mean? It ain't no 18 to 25-year-olds. They ain't throwing no house party.
Yeah, the drunk uncles. We the ones fucking getting it in.
Right.
And I'm cool with that, too, because we have more fun than some of these young bucks. They don't know how to have fun.
Man.
But yeah, man.
Party.
Yeah.
That's where I got my start as a DJ. The house party.
Let's talk about it, man.
Man, I would just do some crazy wild shit. You know, it was back in the cassette tape days. If you had a double cassette recorder, you was that guy. You know, whether you got it from Kmart, Radio Shack, wherever. Like, if you had some speakers and a double cassette player, you were the DJ. Mm-hmm. And I used to I take pride in it. You know, I would bootleg some stuff. I'd listen to Electrifying Mojo on 98.
Damn. Wow, hey, we're back.
And the Wizard. And what I would do is I would record their stuff and I would chop it up and I would make a 60-minute mixtape.
That's what's
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's where, if y'all remember, I know Rome does, T.Jay a little young, but, not a Grandmaster Flash, Funk Flex. Uh-huh. He came out with the 60 minutes of funk. Mm-hmm. That's why, because the cassette tapes was 30 minutes on each side. Yeah. So that's all you could get was 60 minutes, And so I would chop them up. I had a little microphone from Radio Shack, and I'd say my little DJ handle. like the music would just stop, and it would be like, DJ Doc Love in the house. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that was you, DJ Doc Love. That was my name. Yeah,
that was a good name back then too.
Yeah. So it's like, and then I had a stack of cassette tapes, and I just knew like, okay, when this one is done, I'm gonna put this one in. It's gonna click over. It's gonna like so the party really never stopped. But it wasn't the days I'm talking about seriously. Like I was like 13 years old, 14 years old. That's when we threw house parties.
Yeah.
It wasn't a whole bunch of grown motherfuckers. It was 13 to probably 17-year-olds gigging.
Yeah, but you're from that era though. You're from that era where like the house party was the deal. Like if you weren't at the house party, you didn't know what was going on. You couldn't text somebody and say, "Hey, who all over there?"
Right.
Or "Hey, how's it looking?" No, you wanted to be there because you wanted to know who the girls is up in there, who's DJing, what type of music. You know what I mean? Let's go over there and bring some.
Shout out to Frank Nitty, Aunt Sweets, A Lav. Like shout out to them because their house for us growing up. That was the house party spot. Yeah. We was getting down every Friday and Saturday night.
What?
And Aunt Sweets, Uncle Frank was going to work. Aunt Sweets, she'd go up into her room, shut the door, and just be like, "Don't break nothing." That's all she would say. "Don't break nothing." And we would gig.
That's when that shit was funky, man. That's when that shit was funky. When the motherfucker, even when the parents was like, "Listen, I know what y'all doing."
Right.
But the respect level was different then.
Yeah.
I feel like, you know what I mean? So it was like, oh yeah, like we know better than the cut
and if you heard the tum tum tum, that was her banging on the floor. You knew you better calm that shit down. Cause if she come down, party's over. Party is over.
I got to see very, very early a Cass Street party.
Oh yeah. Do
you remember the Cass Street party?
I felt like I was a professional DJ at that point.
What block of Cass Street?
Bruh, Cass and
3rd Street. Between 3rd and 4th Street. I want to say it's between 3rd and 4th. No, between
3rd and 2nd.
Okay.
3rd and 2nd Street on Cass.
Okay. I know where you at.
Whose crib was that?
A Lab.
What?
Aaron, yeah. Dog, we literally would, I bullshit you not, we would plan it out. We would promote it like we was promoting a damn party. We would take all the furniture out of the crib and put it in the garage. I'm talking about all the furniture. Right. There was no place to sit down.
Right.
We always had a card table, maybe 4 chairs, 5 chairs max if you was playing cards. If not, you stood your ass up. You either was talking to somebody or you was dancing or you had your little chick in the corner or something.
Right.
Yeah. It was
Man,
wild.
No bullshit. I remember this vividly.
I didn't realize you was.
I remember this vividly. It was your birthday party. Mom brought me over there because Mom had to see what the fuck was going on.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to talk about that.
So this is what I see. This is coming from the back door, right? Mm-hmm. This is what I seen, and this is when I describe this, y'all gonna know what the fuck I'm talking about because that's how the shit really went down. So the kitchen was in the back. So you walked up the back steps and you got the kitchen. Mm-hmm. Everybody kicking in the kitchen. They rolling up. They getting they pour on. You know what I mean? Okay, boom. And the basement was over there to the right, I want to say. So everybody's kind of like congregates in there that's not trying to that's trying to talk and they're not trying to be in the actual room with the music.
Right.
You go into the next room, they had a fucking red light. I think it was a red light or a green light. It was a colored light. I know that.
Yeah. Right.
It was dim. And that was kind of like the make out, get fly with your chick.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then you go into the front room. And I remember walking into the front room. First of all, on a microphone out of nowhere, T.J., what's your little ass doing on here? And I look up, and they in the DJ booth getting it. There's 2 motherfuckers in the DJ booth. Mm-hmm. And it wasn't like somebody was just DJing. Like, it was a hype man, MC.
I think DJ Speed DJ'd that.
DJ Speed.
Yeah,
I remember
if I remember correctly.
Speed. Is that who it was?
Yeah.
Who was MCing, man? Was Ant MCing? Somebody was. It was obviously somebody that knew me.
In my head, for some reason, I'm thinking it was Rip, but I could be wrong.
It could be Rip, yeah.
I could be wrong.
The Hoskins boys,
probably
man.
One of them damn Hoskins.
Shout out to the Hoskins, man. The Hoskins is one of the best MCs of all time, man.
He's a Rip. It was one of them.
Shout out to DJ Gees, man. I just got off the phone with him the other day. He was out on the East Coast, man. He was like, I said, hey, man, I want to. We talking about this subject, man. I said I'm gonna do a 2.0, a 3.0, 4.0 with different people.
Right.
And you was like, you've been the MC now for a while, man. Like you just said, fuck DJing. Like it's DJ Gees, but you the MC.
Yeah, Gees is the official hype man, merch wearer, merch buyer of.
He's a walking billboard
involved.
That's what's up.
But you had the afro. Now this was back when the fucking Ice Cube days,
Right.
bro.
Yeah.
You and Cube were brothers.
Yeah.
I don't know if mom knows this or dad knows this, but
Yeah,
somebody had a baby with O'Shea Jackson's people.
And I keep trying to get a check, but he won't send me shit. He's like, I don't know.
He had the fro.
The whole fro.
He had a I want to say he had like this button up on.
Yeah.
Because
I had the Carl Kanai. I had the Carl Canal jean hookup with the orange lettering. I remember that.
Carl Kanai.
If Carl Kanai comes back out like today,
He
with
out.
like
Yeah,
no,
they
but I'm
out.
talking
They got
about
Carl
like
Kanai.
launch.
Oh.
No, he would
can
be
find
fucking
some- yeah.
successful as
You
fuck.
can
You can
some
find it,
Carl,
but he
yeah.
hasn't like launched it.
Yeah.
Launched
No,
it.
Carl Kanai, man.
You can find it. Yeah.
Google that. Like he got
You
he
can
got a
find
new
it.
line coming out.
Yeah.
I know that, but what I'm saying is when the shit launches,
Yeah, I know what you mean. If it,
Oh yeah,
when the hit.
the motherfuckers that actually buy clothes,
Yeah.
yeah.
we're buying that shit.
Yeah.
Oh for sure. Like Cross Colors is back out. They've been out for a couple years.
This nigga said
Yeah, but
cross-color.
they
Yeah.
came out. They came out before though too.
Cross
Back
colors.
again,
I don't know
man.
nothing about that.
Cross Colors,
Woo!
Nothing about it.
man.
Nah,
Dog, with the X?
I missed it. With the X?
It was like a circle with an X.
The jackets.
Yeah.
Did you
With
have
the
hammer
jackets.
pants?
Hell yeah.
Oh Lord.
I had some
Did you
hammer.
wear hammer pants too.
I had some polka dot. Some polka. Matter of fact,
Kwame.
that's what I.
Kwame.
Yeah, that's what I wore. To my
Oh,
my
Lord.
dad's second wedding. I wore some white. I'll never forget it. Some white parachute pants with black polka dots
And the buckle shoes?
And yes.
Oh, Lord.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, I got pictures.
And
They'll come up. They'll
I had
they'll
the
flash up on
yeah.
the screen. I got pictures.
I had the black shirt with the big white polka dots.
Uh-huh.
I was Kwame except for I ain't had a bleach part in my hair.
Hey. But you know what? Kwame was cool back then.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, back then. It wasn't, yeah.
I'm about to show how young I am now, Kwame.
Never mind.
Right.
We'll
The
let
rhythm.
we'll let you Google them and maybe
yeah, we'll let you.
Okay then. All right. Hey, that's cool.
That Kwame was cold. Kwame was, listen.
Can I
I
play
came
some
here
Kwame?
for something
Kwame
funky
on
to
the,
happen. Is this Christmas? Because everybody's rapping. Hey, Kwame? What happened to that dude? That's what they should do a who.
Bruh, I bet
what
you-
happened?
Where are they now?
Yeah.
Where are they now? Yeah.
I bet you click it
You've
on
heard,
YouTube.
You've heard of Kwame before, though. You just
somewhere.
probably don't know. He was around Kid and Play. Well, then again,
he
that
was-
was before your time, right? You is a baby of the bunch. Call
Why
you
d-
the rebel.
Well, I know Kwame,
Kwame.
No,
Kilpatrick.
Not
Yeah, he-
Kilpatrick.
Kwame was a little.
but his
different.
house. Hey, Kwame
Kwame
Kilpatrick's. No, but yeah, but his
Kwame out
house,
here.
his house party ended up getting him in some trouble.
Right.
But that was only one.
Right.
You know, he had about 50.
But you know what? He ain't the only one.
Nah, that's true.
He ain't the only one.
That's true.
Yeah, Kwame out here.
That nigga
That
said.
nigga bought a dime bag for me about 2 days ago. You think I'm bullshit? You think I'm playing?
Man, don't put
Hey,
look
hey,
don't put
hey.
don't put Kwame out there
That
like
nigga
that.
text me.
He ain't buy no dime bag. You know, he bought a half ounce. It wasn't no damn dime bag. He ain't just out there on no dime
And they
bag.
text me and say I'm out here. I'm outside.
Bro, was that you at the house party? The one sitting in the cut. You know what I mean?
Silly.
With them dime bags,
Oh shit,
smoke in the air.
dime
scribbles.
bags.
They did my
Do
boy
they sell
Kwame
dime?
dirty.
Do they sell dime bags?
Absolutely.
Are they still $10?
$10. Absolutely. $10 get you about a 1.1.
Oh, man. A 1.1. We're not even gonna have this conversation because we are recording and statutes of limitations. I mean, I don't care if it's legal or not.
I can't.
Listen, there's
I can't
still
breathe.
folks in the clink right now over some fucking weed. So
which is disgusting in its own. It's literally disgusting.
Like, I know, like in the house parties, like we had kind of dance crews. That was our thing, and you might have like 2 or 3 dudes that would kind of clear a room, you know, and they would do like their little routine.
they will fuck it up,
Right.
Yeah.
But like, you know, T.J.'s like a little younger than us. Did y'all like have rap battles or anything like that? Like
We did
at
all
your-
that shit, man.
at your house party.
At our house parties, there was always a circle somewhere where somebody was battling, somebody's freestyling. You know what I mean? There was always people dancing and shit. We weren't the dancers like y'all was though, like with the crews and shit. It was just like when you knew the dances, you know what I mean? Motherfuckers come in when that song comes on. Songs used to have dances to them, so motherfuckers would come on, fuck that up. You know what I mean? But our shit was when I really, really was in the epitome stage of house partying. We was different, man. Like we was different. We was like the last of the house parties.
Y'all was having Rave.
We were having
what was
keggers.
No, what was
Like we were in
parties called?
field. Raves.
Y'all used to have raves.
And we used to go out to the country.
I was gonna say you
we
would
would
have
be in a
parties on
field.
acres.
Right.
We would have a field.
We was in a crib
Sniffing
But
balloons.
when we used to come in, man,
No, I've been to a couple raves though.
when we would come in, like y'all remember D12's 40 ounce?
I don't.
Pour
The song-
40
the
out,
song?
guzzle.
Yeah.
Oh, the song. I'm sorry.
Dog, there's when that nigga say switchblade, brass knuckles, nickel plated, belt buckles, broken beer bottles. When we walk in, you could smell trouble. Like when we walked in, I mean, I was a party dude. I got along with everybody, but you knew
like,
we're doing big boy shit when we come in here. So get the fuck out the way.
But that's because we also country. You know what I mean? We
different in the Midwest.
We know people that own property and acres of shit, and so it wasn't nothing like you held damn near half a mile away from the crib. You know what I mean? You got radios out there. You got the whole night. Like that's a different house party.
We used to. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I grew up in inner city Toledo, Ohio.
Right.
Okay, so
your house party was more like a kid
Yeah,
play type house party, like mine.
I'm gonna tell you what. Absolutely not. Our house parties came from our parents. Actually, see, I'm from the era where our parents would have. They would call them rent parties. Let's see if you guys know anything about this.
Yep.
They would throw house parties. Okay.
Yeah.
With the cards, a spade table, the drinks, everything. Mm-hmm. Once a month to get rent money.
Yeah.
Do you feel me?
Like the after hour.
Yeah,
we had them as after hours.
Like after hours. Exactly. So I come from the era where we seen that, So when we was at that age, that's what we did. If we wanted to make some money, we would throw dice parties. We would throw, house parties and charge at the door.
Your house party wasn't nothing like that.
Yeah, we wasn't dancing. I mean, we wasn't kid and play dancing, but it was more.
We was kid and play dancing. Y'all shit different.
We was trying to,
You was hustling.
drum up some income, guys. But we had fun as well, though.
Well, no, I get that.
And this was before, gangs and a lot of, shootings and stuff like that. People, worst would happen, you get beat up, at a party. That would be the worst happen.
Definitely. Like,
and I think that killed a lot of house parties too, because when a lot of violence started happening, people stopped having those house parties. Then nobody want to get their crib tore up.
Yeah.
But back before that, do you remember when that? Before people was fighting and shooting and all that stuff.
Biggie fucked that up though.
How deep
we
the
gonna
house parties would
party
be?
and bullshit and party. That got some shit.
I'm gonna tell you.
To the club up. To the.
When I was about to say 3-6 Mafia, tear the club up.
Yeah.
I'm from that. I'm from 8 Ball and MJG. Bust a nigga head, smack a hoe, shoot the club up. Dog, we went. Hey, listen. Let me tell y'all something for real. There's no bullshit. The motherfuckers listen to this. Look, I can't. That was with me at the time.
No half stepping.
Right.
Yeah, y'all was. You know what I mean? Y'all was grooving and shit. Y'all had like clicks and shit. No. When we and the motherfuckers that was with me, and I won't say no names, but you know who you are. The motherfuckers that was with me. What we used to do is see my homeboy played up in Michigan. So what we'd do is we would go up to Ann Arbor on the weekend. And we would pull up at his crib, and he might not even come out with us, but we would just park the cars and we would walk down, like off of State Street. You got like Packard, Hill, like that's all the big house parties. There was everything from frat parties to, like I went to a Latina sorority party.
See, that's a
where
different,
you
that's a different house party
It's an
too,
invite only.
Mm-hmm.
It's a all Latina sorority house, invite only if you a dude. And we used to go we started being the dudes that got. On the secret level of like word of mouth, you can only get in with like passwords type shit. Mm-hmm. But what we would do is, motherfuckers know this, man. If you listening, what we would do is, man, we would go find a party. Now there'd be a party that's turned up. That's cool. What we was interested in, we'd find a party where motherfuckers don't really know how to throw the party, but they got some kegs, they got a bunch of liquor and shit, and we walk in and see who the head guy is and say, dog, we got this, man. You know what I mean? Back then, they wouldn't even have DJ booth set up. We'd just be like, give me the aux cord.
Right.
You know what I mean? My other boy would go grab the keg and the cups, start having people doing keg stands. We put on some motherfucking Lil Jon. I remember
T.J. the mayor's introduction to party promotion.
No, I remember we used to turn motherfuckers out. We would have like science fucking teams. And like the nerdy motherfuckers, you know what I mean? Like we thought they were nerdy then, but we were attracted by that. Like we loved that type of stuff, like showing other people a good time. It wasn't all about just being the craziest, but it's like, no, you're in college, man. Let's fuck this shit up.
Right.
Y'all gonna remember us, or y'all gonna remember this party. We don't even care if you remember us, but Let's have a good time. And we would go in there, man. Motherfuckers would be doing keg stands with the fucking glasses be falling off and shit. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, for real, man. Right. And then like
T.J.'s younger than us.
My boy, my cousin, man. I say his name because he knows about this, man. This you can't take him nowhere. My little cousin Scrap, man. him and Terrence, man. Dog, I came out. So we turned up a little bit too much. And frat boys wasn't happy. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It was one of them decisions. You know what? We could tear y'all shit up. We'll go down the street. But Scrap wasn't having it. Dog, he walked outside. I'm telling you, the song that was playing was Lil Scrappy and Lil Jon.
Oh shit.
And this nigga A-Town stomped on 3 cars outside. Put the hoods in. Like, and then I was like, man, that's the type of fucking cutting up that we shouldn't be doing. But it was like one of them things like, man, hey, you know,
fuck them. They got insurance.
Hey, hey, they got money. They're in a frat. They're good. You know what I mean? Yeah, our shit was different and wild, man. Our shit was way different.
Yeah, my college frat party was I never fucked around like that. I would go up to Concordia, sometimes U of M, and I used to hit poker games. You know,
poker games.
Yeah, that was my frat party shit with Jake, my homeboy Jake. Man, we go through it. We'd run pockets, man.
Oh, y'all was robbing?
Nah.
Y'all was out there robbing. No, some of the people what y'all was really doing. You was with Jake. Y'all was out there robbing.
Listen,
Jake?
They was
Jake.
No, they was out. No, not that Jake.
My tall white boy Jake. He passed away.
They was out there running around fucking sticking up people. Tell the real motherfucker.
No, not during that time. Not during the poker time. But you know, it was me, my man Jake, and this dude Sean, and I mean we had cues. We had we had little looks and. You know, all of a sudden, should I go all in? You know, Jake could go all in. That scared the hell out of motherfuckers. But it don't matter because at the end of the night, we taking the money home and we splitting it up.
Oh, so we was on some rounder shit.
Yeah, kinda. Kinda. Not on that level, but yeah, it's we had a couple nights where we had to break out the back door and run down the block and. Have Sean go back and get the car and pick us up.
These niggas pulled the Eddie Kane, the opening scene of 5 Heartbeats, where they just bust up on stage after running from the car game.
Yeah.
Ain't got no money. Doom, doom, doom. Oh man, I'll tell y'all another infamous spot, man. Infamous spot, Monroe folks. Y'all know, man. The Bubba Rock to me, the Bubba Rock was everything, and I was too young to get in, so I would hang outside. And just watch. The Bubba Rock was huge. Y'all know. I mean, Rome. Y'all know you were probably. Were you in Monroe?
Yeah. You know what? I went to. I'm gonna take you even back. Just a couple pages back. Do you remember Flat Rocks?
I do.
Which was right down the block from Bubba's, right before Bubba's.
Yeah.
This is when we used to come up. That was the old head spot.
Yeah.
I used to come because it was some of my OGs.
What was that? Not Oak Street. What was that? No.
Not Elmira, but what's that first? Right past Aaron's house. The corner to Aaron's house is
5th Street.
Is that the corner to Aaron's house?
Yeah, we can't be saying all that. But yeah.
True that.
Right across the street from there.
True that. Yeah, Flat Rocks was that was for the OG, triple OGs. That's where we learned from.
When I lived in Ohio, we would come up. It had to be about 92, 93, we would come up to Flat Rocks. I didn't know nothing about Monroe.
That was almost like the end of Flat Rocks.
Right. It was the end of it. Yeah.
Flat Rocks been rocking since the 60s.
Yeah, exactly. It was the end of it.
He was the Bubba Rock started in the 50s and 60s.
And then when I came back, Bubba had the spot.
Yeah.
And that was about 98, 99 is when I first got introduced to Bubba's.
Dog, Bubs.
Bubs was cool.
Bubs used to have, like, for real, people used to come from Detroit,
right.
Toledo, everywhere to Bubs.
Yeah,
like,
Bubs was cool.
Bubs was, I learned a lot just hanging outside of Bubs. Like I said, we used to, like, sneak out, ride our bikes and shit. We was, like, 13 years old, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And hang outside, and, like, it looked like Crenshaw or something. You know what I mean? Like, Boys in the Hood. Like, everybody had their cars up and down the street. Everybody was outside, inside.
Used to be just packed.
Yeah.
Or across the tracks, it was just, people just pull up and park.
Yeah, early on, man. Police didn't fuck with him.
Nah, that's what
that was a safe haven. That was a safe haven.
He kept it 100.
Well, and especially in this city, they was like, "Oh, you guys got your own spot? Fine. Then we don't got to worry about you.
Don't come downtown.
Yeah, right.
Right.
Don't come downtown.
And we didn't. Nobody want to go down there.
But there were so many lessons though taught from watching this stuff at a young age. Like my older cousins and stuff. Like when cats from out of town come party, man, come kick it. We hanging. Mm-hmm. But you must know you got to stay in your lane here. Like just because we small town, we're in between Detroit and Toledo. Don't think that you can bring that shit here and be big dog.
Right.
You know what I mean? We're inviting you and we're showing you love. There was a couple people that got sent home a little bit different than when they came because you know what I mean. They thought, oh, this just hoe ass Monroe. You know that's how they used to talk about us. Yeah. I mean, some people probably still do, but I mean it's a you know it's that community thing. We always talk about the community thing. Like at Bubs, they held it down for the community. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Bubs was cool.
Bobby Jean, she used to let me in when I was way before I was old enough to get in there. Just out of strength that I was one of the kids that I ran with. I was kind of like a mature one because I had to stay on point because my dad. You know what I mean?
Right.
I had to have a little bit of sense in me.
So you were bro black son.
Yeah, so. Just out of respect for OG, triple OG. Yeah, you can come in here. Your boys though, they can stay their ass outside. But I used to soak up game. I used to go in there and see Dub, DJ. Yeah, you know what I mean. So I used to just soak up game in there, man, from the old heads. I still love doing that stuff, kicking them with the old heads and soaking up game. But that was the spot right there.
Yes, it was.
I mean, really. I mean, I don't know, Toledo if y'all, cause y'all so
home
big.
of the pinner.
Nah, hey, Bubs was cool. Hey, listen,
right.
I love Bubs. I had a ball at Bubs, man. That was actually Bubs is kind of really where I started kind of developing relationships with a lot of you guys. You know what I mean? A lot of people I met was through that, through Bubs, through Ham, through A-Dub, through that whole movement. I met most of Monroe through there. So I had love for Bubs. Bubs was sweet to me.
That was the spot.
That was it too.
We're all
thinking of different stories. Like, oh my God, you remember this time and you remember that time
after the bar?
Yeah.
Do you remember they had when they were serving them chicken wings for a minute? They was cooking for a minute. I was like, what?
Yeah, Bubs was everything. It was a nightclub. It was a restaurant.
Chill spot.
It was a chill spot.
You want to buy some weed?
I was saying it was kind of a lightweight dope spot. Like I said,
they selling
home with a pinner.
But you could only fuck with them though. Yeah, you couldn't sell out of Bubs though. No, that wasn't happening.
But you can get you a pinner for $1.
Yeah,
be trying to share that boy with like 4 people.
Hey, Elmira's flipping, so I'm sipping outside of Bubs.
Buffer rocks. What in the world?
Yes, sir. Another thing, man, I want to touch on while we're talking about all this stuff is I want the perspective of like what y'all think of the DJ world then, because we're talking about DJs too, because that's essentially, I feel like DJs like in house parties go hand in hand. Like the clubs and all that's cool, but the original DJ is if you can't rock a house party, you can't do nothing. I mean, in my eyes, like if you can't rock a house party, you're just pressing buttons and playing a playlist.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's my take on it. People might think it's something different, but y'all being around in the late 80s and early 90s, seeing it compared to what it was and like when I was doing stuff in the early 2000s, like what do y'all think about like what the DJ means to the game? Like how important is it? Like have they lost the respect a little bit?
I think
because of the watered downness and you know what I mean of music now.
I think so.
Or
absolutely. I mean, you have those standout DJs who are just talented. Who you can't deny they talent. I.e. Big Mike.
Oh, I appreciate that.
A-Dub. Some DJs gonna stand, but for the most part, DJs don't get no love. Back in the day, you wasn't a crew unless you had an MC. And a DJ. Usually 2 MCs. It was usually 2 MCs and a DJ. But you wasn't even considered a good rapper if you didn't have a DJ. You know what I mean? The DJ was that important in hip hop or in music and whatever you was trying to do.
Yeah, the DJ was really the original producer.
The original star, truthfully. Yeah. The MC came about because he was promoting the DJ. If you can remember back in them early rhymes, my DJ is this, my DJ is that.
Oh yeah,
my DJ can cut like
creator,
this,
man.
right?
Like,
my DJ can do that. The DJ really used to be the star. The MC,
the MC
was the hype man.
Yeah, it came from just being a hype man.
Yeah, was the hype man.
And then they started to say little rhymes,
about they DJ. Yep.
Yeah. I mean, definitely while we're talking about it, shout out to DJ Kool Herc. You know what I mean? The originator in hip hop history, man. That's kind of the originator. The 1970 something?
Yeah, about 78, 79. Yeah.
He had that house party on Sedgwick. Was that in the Bronx?
I think it was.
In the Bronx. You know what I mean? So I'll look up my facts later, but yeah, DJ Kool Herc, like, we're not going to get into a whole history lesson, but
Grandmaster Flash.
But like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like back then, I feel like because I wasn't there, but being a hip hop head, I always go back and pay homage, and I always go back to see what was going on. And it seemed like that was like everybody was okay with being in their lane. The dope boys came in and they was the dope boys. Right. The DJ was the DJ, the MC was the MC. Yeah. But the party, the dancers were the dancers. Yeah. The party people was the party people.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I just feel like that kind of like got washed away with all this new shit. Like you don't have like the DJ doesn't have to be the man no more.
You know why?
Right. You know what I mean? Everybody in their mom is a DJ.
Yeah. Right. I'll tell you what happened. Honestly, like as a DJ, you were judged by having the music, right? It wasn't, you couldn't download that shit on the fly. Like you had to go out, buy records. You had to not only like buy records, but I remember in the beginning stages of me DJing, I would go to this record store and I would spend 4 or 5 hours in there just going through and listening to music. You know what I mean? Trying to figure out, because I only had enough money to buy maybe 4 or 5 albums. So I was like, I wanted to make sure that I got the best for my money and the people were going to enjoy it, because the DJ had what he had. So if you didn't have the dope tracks, your party was a flop. You know what I mean? Like that's one of the things like Dub had really put me on to as far as DJing. Like Dub would go out and he would literally spend every penny he had on whatever he could buy. He didn't know if it was a hit or not. He just knew these 10, 12 inches came out this week, and he'd buy them all. You know what I mean? And he would have because he knew the more music I have, the better I'm going to entertain. Technology
is what killed the DJ.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
Because back in the day, the DJ would have those, like you say, those 12-inch remixes. It wasn't available to the rest of the people. So when the DJ played it and we heard it, we was like, oh, that's crazy. Yeah. But with technology, it's available to us now. You know what I mean? We can get that. We can do that. We can hear that stuff. So it kind of just assassinated the DJ. Kind of took him out of his lane, or he had to be more creative, or he had to come up with more.
You could tell a great DJ nowadays is a DJ that can still read the crowd, no matter if you're doing club, no matter if you're doing a wedding, birthday party, whatever. If you can read the club and cater to that, or read the crowd and cater to that crowd, you're a great DJ. Because
absolutely. Because I agree with that.
One of the biggest things that people say to me, like when I'm sitting down and interviewing them, you charge a lot of money to play music. I said, well, if that's all you think I do, I'll rent you my speakers, I'll rent you my iPad. You go ahead and just play music.
Play music.
If that's what you want.
Right.
Because you're paying a DJ now for more than just playing music. Before, that's kind of what it was. It was because the DJ had the hottest shit. And you knew, like, we'll use Dub as an example. Everybody wanted Dub because everybody knew that Dub had all the newest, hottest shit.
Boom.
You know what I'm saying? They might not have wanted to mess with, say, DJ Big Mike, because he only had half of what Dub had. Yeah, he can rock a party, but after a couple hours, you're going to start hearing the same couple songs, because I didn't have that much music. Dub also hit me up to, like, one of the things where if once the party starts at, say, like, if it starts at 8, 10 o'clock on, you never play the same song. So when you play, like what he used to do with the records is after that time, he would take the record, he would play it, and he would set it over here.
He wouldn't play it
because he don't even want in his crate to see if he might want to play it again, if that makes sense.
I can remember that's how we used to judge DJs. If I come up to your spot, you DJing, right? Or you come to my spot and you bring in 1 milk carton of records. I ain't fucking with you. I can't fuck with you. Yeah. This nigga got 1 milk carton. No, a DJ, You remember the milk?
Yeah.
People probably don't even know what I'm talking about when I say milk cartons. Milk cartons ain't even around no more, are they? You know what I'm talking about?
I actually have one with records in them.
Yeah, with records in them.
Yeah.
Old record. Oh, by the way.
If a dude ain't got at least 2 stacks, I'm talking about one on top of the other.
At minimum.
Of records, I ain't messing with you.
Then you ain't got enough.
4. Right. Every good DJ had milk cartons.
I need something for my collection, though, man. If I can get my hands on Rodney, Joe Cooley.
I got it. Joe Cooley. Yeah, I got it.
Supercuts.
Yes.
Yeah, boy.
Yes.
That was the first time
listen.
I ever Mike had a record player in his room, and when he wasn't there, I would sneak my ass in there, and I'd turn that bitch on, and I probably fucked up a bunch of his needles. But hey, I was young. What you gonna do?
Nothing.
So I would I would go up in there, and I would try to like time it to where it said, yeah, boys, chick, yeah, like right back on cue. But I would do this for like an hour straight, fucking up his needle because there's not 2 turntables.
No, you the one that fucked up my album.
Yeah, well, probably that too. But I don't give a fuck when you hear shit like that. I mean, I'm hip hop. I've been hip hop since I was a kid, man.
And Joe Cooley,
when you hear that,
before your
yeah,
time.
boys,
Yeah,
listen,
everybody say yeah, boys. Like I thought that was the dopest, like cadence.
That was,
you know what I mean? Like seriously, if you think about it, like a guy like Lil Jon, right? Lil Jon has made his living off cadences. See, that's an MC too. See, that's what people don't understand is that he's a DJ, right? Lil Jon was a DJ, but he's also an MC in his own right too. And I don't mean MC because he's a lyricist. It's MC because his cadences change fucking music at a certain point. But even back then, Rodney, Joe Cooley, Supercuts, yeah, boys, like that shit right there, that cadence. You don't have to know the song.
Damn, that just gave me
chills.
Exactly. I'm thinking, where did he get that from?
Let me tell you.
Hold on.
Okay, go ahead.
What I'm saying is, if you never heard that song a day in your life, and you played it at a party back then, it gets you in that flavor. That yeah, boys, everybody. So by the second chorus, everybody when he says everybody's gonna go yeah. See that stuff right there. That stuff right there. That's what separates you because, in my opinion, the best DJs too. That's who used to break music.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
You didn't break music how you do now.
That was the DJ's
the
job.
DJ's job was breaking
job.
music.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was supposed to be. You supposed
and
to
once
do
again, that's what technology did. Technology killed the DJ.
It's too readily available.
Right. It made everything accessible to everybody.
I think me and Rome was DJing a wedding, and I said, watch this. I said, I'm going to crack their head with this. And I played this remix of WAP.
Oh, yeah.
Because everybody was requesting
crazy.
WAP. Yeah. And I was like, I'm going to crack their head with this one. So I played this, like, it's an unreleased remix of WAP. And it starts out with like some old school beats, and you could see like they had no clue what it was. They weren't gigging
until they heard them words.
Once they heard them words, bruh,
it's like, oh, that's
man,
WAP.
it was like I was a superstar. Like, how the hell did you get that? And how did you mix that with that?
Yep.
I did.
See, that's people that actually do that now themselves. That's who I pay respects to because now you can get that in remix form. You can get like 4 or 5 different remixes.
Oh yeah, done
like
already.
Like when I was messing with Dub, man, and checking him out at the radio station in Tower 98 back in the day. By the way, when we refer to Dub, we're talking about DJ A Dub from here in Monroe, man. He's everywhere right now. Shout out to DJ A.
You got to get him on the show.
Yeah, he'll be on here for 2.0, 3.0, one of those. We're gonna revisit this definitely. Him and Zoe for sure. But no. Like, when I was messing with the radio station, like, they had things would go to the radio station first. You know what I mean? And then you would put them out before anybody else got them. The DJ got them. It wasn't like the streamable stuff now. The record labels would send what their new single is to the DJ first, especially the radio DJ. So if you're a radio DJ and you're a DJ, you really are kind of the gatekeeper of songs. If you don't play songs you don't like it, then your city won't catch on until later on or whatever. And I'm going to tell you, when I heard this, we were on our way to, I want to say it was called Clutch Cargo's maybe, up in Pontiac. Is that where Clutch Cargo goes?
I believe so.
There was a place called, we used to call it Church. I never knew the real name because we used to call it Church.
That sounds very familiar.
Because they had 3 levels. They had, the downstairs was like reggaeton.
Oh, no, that was that's in Wyandotte. No,
I'm talking, I was in Yaktown. Okay. I got people up there and
what
stuff.
we talking about is in Wyandotte. It was on the water.
The middle floor was Top 40. Upstairs, Number Hip Hop. We used to go there on Sunday nights.
Yes.
Yeah, but I'm talking about I'm talking about Yak. I know where I was at. I was in Yak.
Okay.
I got folks up there. Trust me.
Right.
But we was on our way there, man. And Jesus' excursion. We like 10 deep in the excursion. and Dub's like, hey, man, I just got some stuff to the radio station. Y'all about to freak out. It's this dude called Waka Flocka. Oh, that dude, when that shit came on, the whole truck was just rocking on the E-way like, oh, shit. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. Like, you got to be able to recognize, like, no, that's a hitter right there. That's a, you know what I mean? And then, like, literally maybe 2 years after that, there was no more DJs breaking stuff anymore.
Right. Yep.
Streaming started happening. Internet was really, I mean, Napster, all that stuff. Think about how Napster fucked up the game.
Man.
You can get anything. I used to download. I remember St. Nobody knew who St. Lunatics was. And I'm over there. I am the king of my city. Top down with it. You know what I mean? Yeah. I was hip to all this stuff because of Napster and this all this different stuff. That's kind of what messed up the game.
We released SDD on MP3.com before. That was way before.
Oh yeah,
streaming. That was way. We was ahead of the game. We just didn't know it.
Tell them what SDD is.
SDD was our debut album. No, that was my debut. No, it wasn't my debut album. It was an album we did with Never Say Never. That was probably my first.
Album.
Yeah, my full album.
Because you had 2 EPs that came out
exactly.
Before. But SDD is Sex, Drugs, and Drama.
Yeah, Sex, Drugs, and Drama.
Yeah, still fire.
But remember we put that on MP3.com. Right. This is way before. And we didn't know nothing about streaming, but we knew we wanted that music digital. We knew we knew that was the platform to push it on. You know, but everything was just so new at that time.
Yeah,
and
MP3.com used to be, and how we didn't take the option to get paid because we were still rocking CDs and all that. So it's crazy because what we would push people to the site, and they would download it or they would listen to it. So it's one of the first streamings. But what they would do is if you had enough hits, for every let's say 100 hits you had, you got a CD. So that's how we hustled that. We hustled everybody, go to this site, listen to this, click on this, keep clicking, keep clicking, so that we could get the CDs, so that we could sell the CDs, and that's how we made our money.
So y'all would get the CDs based off how many downloads or clicks you got?
Clicks, listens. So it wasn't really like they could download.
And they would send you CDs, like they would give you CDs?
Yeah.
No shit.
Yeah.
That is a form of streaming.
Yeah. But it's like, but you couldn't buy it from there. You could buy a CD from there. You couldn't buy, like, say, one song. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Right. But if people kept clicking, that means that they were coming to their site. So they would comp us. We could buy CDs from them, which we did, but they would comp us so many CDs.
See, that's
so yeah. MP3.com.
So MP3 might have fucked up the game.
Was a lot different. Yeah, the game was a lot different.
Yeah. Because this is
because you're talking about this was like 94.
Yeah, the game was a lot
93.
Different.
If you think of it like this though, on the creative side of me being a we'll say ex-artist, on the creative side, like you love the fact that you can put your art out yourself right away, which is dope, right?
Absolutely.
The downside of that though is that everybody can do it.
Exactly.
And it all sounds the same.
And it gets your shit gets
watered
lost.
down.
Yeah.
It gets lost in the sauce.
Yep, that's the downside.
You have,
Everybody
it used
can
to be I mean, think about it. You have 1 million tracks out there right now that you have access to compared to, and you have more than that, but I'm just putting it in a perspective. For every 1 million that you have now, I think back then you could really only get your hands on probably about 1,000. That's how big of a difference. That's how big this. If you put that in this, like, think about it in the streaming world of a difference, 1,000 to 1 million.
Yeah,
bro, you probably have a song that drops 1 million songs a day,
and that's why
right now.
But that's why it's not about the music no more. It's about image.
It's about image shows.
It's about
the
internet. It's about follows. It's about likes. It's not so much about content. If you understand what I'm saying.
And here's where I have a problem.
Promotion.
Here's where I have a problem.
Whole bunch of other stuff other than the music.
Because too many people now aren't rappers. What they are is they're using rap as a stepping stone.
As a vehicle.
A guy like me who loves rap and did rap and just loves hip hop, it's almost like a slap in the face to a consumer. I'm a fan. I'm a consumer.
They will
it's
tell
a slap
you.
In the face because it's like.
They will tell you. I just started rapping 2 years ago, guys.
Right.
I just started rapping 2 years
ago.
And
I'm 28.
But wait a minute. I got a platinum record.
Right.
No, seriously. These dudes be like, no, I just used to hustle. I didn't even know. I didn't even take rap seriously. I just started rapping 18 months ago.
That's why the shit's watered down.
Hey, it is what it is. But yeah,
you know what I mean?
No problem with it.
Man, do you think the true MC will make a comeback?
Yes.
Do you?
Absolutely. Everything comes back around. Everything comes back
and
around.
that's kind of my
wait.
concept.
MC as in we're like when we talk about MC, we talk about like a hype man MC.
Oh,
no.
Are you talking about?
No, I'm talking about
a rapper.
True rapper.
I'm talking about a rapper. That's what I was talking about. A rapper.
A lyricist.
A lyricist.
Yes, I think that'll come.
They're already coming back.
Yeah, I think they come back. Yeah,
They're already coming back.
I mean, but
They on the
yeah,
come
already
up.
coming back. I'm gonna tell you right now.
You got
I'm gonna tell you right now. YB. No.
You got
Even
your-
younger. I'm gonna go even younger because we
who'd
know
you-
that
who'd
J.
you gonna
Cole,
say?
Kendrick. But I'm gonna tell you right now. YB and Cordae.
he can rap.
He can rap, and he had a choice:
He can rap.
trap music, or whatever that new shit is, or rap.
Right.
And he chose to rap.
He can rap.
Okay.
Yeah. And there's some
check
dudes
him
out there that's rapping. You know,
They're rapping.
Yeah, there's some dudes out
There's
there.
some young boys that's
rapping. Yeah, absolutely.
But I think how it sparked though is it's our generation and y'all's generation of rappers that had to show them the way. We had a run in 2017, 18, 19. I want to say 18 and 19, let's say. We had a run as far as a consumer. I had a run where I was the happiest motherfucker in the world because Push came out.
Yeah.
Royce 5'9" came out.
Yeah.
Nas dropped a new one.
Man, and
Sci-Hi Prince dropped a new one. And listen, when those motherfuckers come out and they streaming, the young boys got to keep up. Think about that. That has to be an influence somehow, some way.
Yes.
Onto what they're doing, because some of the dudes that know that they can actually rap, but was just doing the cadence shit.
Right.
They had to start rapping again to go. Wait a minute, I got to show you. I got this hit. You know what I mean? Like I always refer
gotta
back
say
to
something.
I always refer
Right.
back to Mims. Me and you always talk about this.
Right.
Mim's first song was the hook was "This is why I'm hot."
Right.
This is why I'm hot. He says in his first line, "This is why I'm hot. I don't got to rap. I can make a meal say nothing on the track." And this was way before the streaming stuff. But all of his cuts on his song, on his album, they were like real. He can really rap. And then the second album, he can do what he wanted to on it. So he was really rapping. I think that's going to be like the swing that people are going to get back into is I can't sell an album and I can't sell more than 2-3 streams because I bring them in because I got the club banger, the trap music, whatever. But for longevity, I got to rap. I got to really rap. And a lot of these dudes are falling off one-hit wonders, and they're wondering why.
Oh, it's a lot of them too.
That's all you need.
It's
though.
a lot, yeah.
But that's all you need,
but
bro.
it's one of those things. Like
it's a platform, like you were just saying. People use it as springboard.
Yeah,
It's a
Springboard is
platform.
something else, and that's what I'm saying. It's messing up rap because I'm a real
man said-
rap guy. I want you to rap.
right.
What the is a little yachty? My man said it. What is a little exactly? But you know what? That's springboard, guys. You know, not this dude doing
He
everything
actor
now.
now.
He doing
He
everything.
actor. He doing commercials.
like he's
He
supposed
doing,
to.
He doing, yeah.
Like he's
So,
supposed to. You
No,
know?
I'm not.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm not mad at his hustle at all. But it's me being a hip hop head, man. Like that'd be like somebody using me for something I have, but not appreciating
Right. That's
what
how-
I'm doing.
That's how you take it. Yeah.
Right.
That's how I take it.
That's how you take
yes.
it. Yeah.
And not personally
I do
because I'm
too.
not in the
Yeah.
rap game, but I'm just saying as a consumer,
I do too.
this thing that's beloved, like this is beloved. Like I hold this up. This is beloved to me. Like this is my shit. Like you're taking something I love
Yeah.
and you're using
and
it,
you watering it down.
and then
right.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, rap is a whole. Let's
And
keep it
then
real.
getting
Rap
all
is
the
a whole
spoils.
right now to be like, they fuck them to get that check, that stimulus check
Right.
and taxes,
Yes.
and as soon as they get it, then they go re-up somewhere else, and now that hoe's left with no money.
Yep.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Well, like
that's
you said,
that's what rap is right now.
Absolutely.
yeah.
With a lot of these cats and record labels.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And not even
well-
record labels because there's more sharks now than record labels.
Right.
With the streaming thing. Now there's a lot more sharks in the game, and you don't have to be like, it ain't about the A&R
Right, you
and
don't
about
need
the
all that.
record label owners and all this
Well,
other
like you
stuff.
said, it's a blessing and a curse.
It is.
It's like
For hip hop.
Yeah, it's a blessing and a curse. Because like if we had, like we were, like you said, we were ahead of our time. But if we had some of the avenues, like if we were doing that right now, I don't really know.
Sky's the limit.
I don't know where we would be though. The sky could be the limit, and we could excel and just be crazy as hell, or we could get washed in all this other bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I mean, like I listened to like some of the music you guys have done, you're talking about 20 years ago. You know what I mean? Over 20 years ago.
Well, hold on, slow down. I'm not that fucking old, man.
Rome is that old.
Okay. All right. Let's be specific a little bit.
Rome's album dropped like 18 years ago. Okay. And if you listen to it today, it's fire. It's
I do listen
relevant.
to it today.
Yeah, it's relevant. Would you agree?
Thank you.
It's music. You know what I'm saying? It's like, to me, like, and what'd you sell? Maybe,
I don't know.
yeah. Maybe
I'm a rapper.
Maybe 5,000 copies.
I'm a rapper. 5,000 copies. Where my cut at?
Bruh.
5,000 copies.
Your album costs more than that.
Bro, your studio time was $25,000. We didn't have a studio in our basement.
I.e., we was ahead of the game.
Yeah.
We didn't know. Had we known, had we been privy to some knowledge. But you know what? Let me say this too, because I don't want to use that as a negative. That's how you learn, man. You do it.
Exactly.
That's how you learn, bro. You do it. You don't always win. You don't always losing is basically an essential part of winning. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Facts.
Because you don't know what you don't know.
Facts.
Yeah, you don't have joy without pain.
Thank you. So you go through something to, okay, I know not to do that. Okay, I know not to do that. Okay, I might have messed up on this. Next time, I'm going to do it like this.
Right.
Next time, I'm going to do it like that. So I don't want to make it seem like, it's all negative. But you're absolutely right. If we spend $25,000 in the studio, something wrong.
Yeah.
Something
I don't
right.
know if that's what we spent. We spent a lot of damn money, though.
I understand what you're saying, but my
I
point
get what you're
being,
saying,
Yeah. We would book 8-hour studio time, like we said before. We book 8-hour studio time to do 2 songs. Nowadays, you knocking out 2 songs in 2 hours.
Yeah, but I don't look
Finished.
back at it. But I don't
Yeah.
look back at it like this though, and say, if we woulda, coulda, shoulda. Because one thing that I'm appreciative is I did whatever the fuck music I wanted to do,
Oh,
and
yeah,
I did
for
that,
sure.
and I got that out of me.
Right.
So if we weren't successful, we weren't successful. We should have did something. We could have did. But at the end of the day, like, I don't give a fuck. We made music that we fucking liked and we wanted to fucking
and
make.
we still like it. And we
And
still listen to
and
it.
we still like it.
And people still
fuck
listen
it.
to it. Yeah.
Hey, I'm
And
okay
everybody
with
who
that.
listened to
'cause
it
I
listened
did-
to it.
Yeah, I'm okay
Yeah.
with that because I know what I put into it, and I
Yeah.
was like, hey, this is, you know what I mean? I think this is fucking quality. You know what
Absolutely.
I mean?
For sure.
But man, on that note, man, let's what we're gonna do here is we are going to take a shot and take a break. So
Let's go.
It's your
we'll
busy.
take a shot when we come back.
I think we should take a shot before and when we come back.
Whoa.
I'm just saying. We day drinking.
What are we doing, gentlemen?
Day drinking is very bad.
I got a fake.
But I got a fake ID though.
Shout out to J. Quan. Man,
crazy.
we're getting
And that was a crazy
we're
joint.
getting into party joints when we come back. But man,
Oh,
J.
wow.
Quan,
That was a
everybody
crazy
in the
joint.
club getting tipsy.
But that goes back to
St.
what you
Louis
were
had a
saying.
run too.
Yeah, that's
Chingy, J. Quan, and Nelly, and the St.
St.
Lunatics,
Lunatics.
they had a fucking run
They
when
had
it came
a
to.
run.
They were like the new generation of the house party music, where things was getting a little
Yeah.
bit more melodic,
Yeah.
and it wasn't a boom pat.
Yeah.
Oh,
It was the vibes.
Hold on, man. We gotta do this shot, and then we're gonna have to talk about that when we come back. Because if we
So
start,
what are we doing? What are we
if
doing?
we start getting into that
Give me
now,
that handout, yeah.
it's gonna be
Let's do that
trouble. Ooh, Hennessy Black.
Man, that's just
Are they
so
a
smooth.
sponsor?
That's just, it tastes like honey going down. Man, it's so
Honey.
smooth.
What you doing? We got Crown Royal,
Or
Gentleman
do the
Jack,
Hennessy.
I'm gonna do the
8
Hennessy.
Mile.
If Rome doing the Hennessy. I'm gonna do the Hennessy.
Oh, I didn't know you were allowed.
Well,
Rome said, listen, there was a different podcast and Rome said you weren't allowed to have Hennessy
listen,
no
bro.
more.
Yeah,
Listen,
you're right. Yeah, you're right.
Listen, I drove, but Rome know how to drive.
Yeah.
So
And then one shot ain't gonna do nothing to him. One shot ain't good for him. Yeah.
Hey, listen, I've seen it.
Hey,
I've seen
look,
things happen.
as T.J. and
Was that 2 weekends ago?
T.J. and my wife say,
weekends ago.
"Oh, you get tongue tied. You getting tongue tied." Yeah,
Oh,
I
my
probably
God.
will.
He get the gabba gabba.
Dang, when you get drunk, I ain't out. Who's out?
Yeah, that is me. I
Oh,
can
man.
go to
Hey,
0
you know
to
what?
100 real quick.
Hey, shout out to this. Shout out to Big Mike 2 weeks ago when we was just trying to have a friendly game of nickels and dimes and quarters, and he was just out of his fucking mind drunk.
Hey, hey, Mike, and you
And
don't
quick
remember this
for no
Hold on.
reason.
No, it was a reason. It was listen. You knocked the beer over the first time.
That's what.
Look,
T.J. said that,
Then
but
you
I
picked it up and knocked it over again. T's like, I'm gone.
bruh.
Oh, as soon as that second glass got spilled,
Bruh.
I said, that's my last game. I'm
I
going.
gotta go.
I know what happens next.
And you know what's crazy? T.J. said something about that, bruh. I don't remember
You don't
that.
remember none of that.
I don't remember that at all.
Hey, because it was a
Unless
house
you
party.
knocked that
Listen,
drink
it was our
over.
version of a house party.
And like you said, we was playing nickels. What y'all know about nickels? If y'all don't know about nickels, cheers.
Beyond the tracks.
Hold on, it's break time.
up, guys? It's Mikey Shoe with 8 Mile Vodka. Had to stop in and check in with my guys over at Beyond the Tracks podcast. Tune in.
What's going on, fellas? We back.
Yes, sir. It's the Beyond the Tracks podcast. I'm your boy T.Jay, the mayor.
It's your man DJ Big Mike
and your boy R.O.
Man, before we left, we was talking about house parties, and we were sharing a story about this guy named DJ Big Mike.
Yeah, we're not going to continue that, are we?
No. I just want to get. No, but
we ended that, right? Okay,
we did, but it made me think about something. Everybody's got that person that you can't take to the house party. Because every time you do,
something happens.
Something happens, or somebody gets too drunk, whatever. That's a part of the house party. But
am I that guy?
No. We're not saying that. No. Because we're usually at your house. So
that's true. That's true. That's true.
Oh man. So we over here talking about MCs, DJs, house parties, the then and nows, all this stuff, man. And we'll get back into that. I want to start off let's just jump back into I want to know what's y'all top 5, because everybody's got top 5 artists, and that way everybody does that. You know what I mean? Top 5 rappers. Mm-hmm. I want to know y'all top 5 house party songs that just move the crowd, or just that most epic shit, man. The most epic shit.
That's a good question. Something I never heard before. But
I'll tell you, the first thing that popped into my head, Saturday by Ludacris.
Sticky yicky yicky.
Yeah.
Ooh, sticky yicky yicky.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
System on blast, pocket full of cash. Just seen a big old ass.
Yeah, that's Saturday. Yeah.
I don't even think of it as a house party joint, but you're right though.
That's a weekend. Yeah, that's a house party joint.
I mean, like House of Pain, Jump Around. I'm talking about and I'm not saying mine, but I'm just saying universally, there's certain shit that when you play, it's always gonna get a reaction.
Okay, I'll tell you this. And actually, I'm not. That hey, smoke weed every day. That song.
Yeah.
That song.
Yeah.
As soon as that come on, everybody know that. They know that hook. They know that pause.
It don't matter where you from, what
matter
color
where
you are.
Yeah, that's true.
Right.
Man, that's a universal one.
Another one I think is what is it?
Yeah.
By Usher.
Usher and Lil Jon.
Lil Jon. Yeah. Those Lil Jon songs.
And Ludacris. Yeah. Ludacris is on that too.
I mean, all the.
Man, wait.
Well,
do y'all remember when we did a show with the Yin Yang Twins? We never talk about that. We never really discussed that.
No, but they got house party hits, dog.
Yeah, we did a show with the Yin Yang Twins. And it was kind of at the height. I wouldn't say it was at the height of what they was doing, but they was hot. They was hot.
They already had all their hits, but they were just coming back from Germany doing a tour over there, and they touched down with us.
Yeah,
and then. I want to say, because that was some mixtape shit they was doing at the time, because it never took off. But remember that got a lot of booty in your pants, and you got a lot of booty. Yeah. Remember that shit was rock. Man, I stole that shit. We went to. So I used to promote this club. We used to have this crew. Talk about a DJ MC. You know what I mean? In a house party, whatever. You guys remember this? Our crew was me, DJ A-Dub, DJ Smitty. Mm-hmm. Right. I was the promoter. Dub was the MC. Right. DJ Smitty was the DJ. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So after we did that show and all that stuff, and see, people still didn't catch on to that song yet. Mm-hmm. But I knew that if we played that song, even if nobody knew it, that's what I'm talking about. Like if you play something when nobody even knows, but they get hype off it. We was at it was called Metropolis. Remember when I had Metropolis?
Yeah, I remember
down
that
in Toledo on the docks, right? It was at Metropolis, man. And I said, and Smitty, he had a couple adult beverages and was bowing out a little bit, and Dub went and took over the DJ and the stuff, and I had the mic, and we was all buzzed up gigging, and I'm on stage, and I was just like, yo, I'm gonna do the yin yang shit. Remember how that came out? It was like when I say wild out, y'all say wild out, party. So I did that a cappella, and Dub without missing a beat. I said, man, Dub hit that shit. And then all of a sudden it came on, got a lot of booty in the pants, and got a lot of booty in the pants, and you got a lot. And the fucking crowd went crazy. The fucking owner shut the club down. And we had to have a meeting after that, and it was like, no. You got whatever that was. Right. You got it way too hype.
Shit.
And at that time, man, it would be like 1,000, 1,500 people in that place. That place was a big place. 1,000 motherfuckers went crazy. They'd never heard a song a day in their life. Didn't even know who it was.
Right.
But you know what I mean? Just because of the interaction.
Right.
Yo, when I say wild out, you say wild out. Wild out, party, party, shake that booty, and that beat drop. I was like, oh shit. And when Dub hit that shit, man, and the fucking place went crazy, that's what I'm talking about, man. There's some motherfucking songs that don't even have to be known. They're just the right songs at the right time.
Right.
Shit, and the MC to go along with it and get everybody to believe that it's the hypest shit in the world. I could have played some of my shit that they ain't never heard, but if I make them believe it, it's the hypest shit in the world, then it's going to be the hypest shit in the world. You know what I mean? Radiator. I've dropped Radiator a few times at the club, and we never even really put that out.
Never put it out. I don't even have a copy of that. I don't even have that because I was looking for it. That's a hot song.
It's a. I don't know. I gotta find out.
I know the internet has it. Because that's the only time I listen to it, I go to YouTube.
I have
it's on YouTube.
I made a little YouTube video for it.
Like a little snippet, background bullshit.
Yeah.
But I don't think it was a whole song, was it?
No.
I think it was just because I think I was promoting one of the damn mixtapes.
One of the mixtapes.
I was like, I used my brother on this shit.
I remember that.
But
never paid him either for none of that shit.
One of mine, man, in my era was I was in the era when crunk music came out. And when that motherfucking B.I.B. hit.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, and you know what the one that followed after all that? Because that shit hit, right?
B.I.B. would shut the fucking club down.
It would shut it down.
Yeah.
The one that came after that, a year later, I was in Panama City Beach, Florida. And when they played Lil Jon and Yin Yang Twins, From the Windows to the Walls.
Yeah.
Dog, there was a little place called Sandpiper. I don't even know if it's still standing after what happened.
That's a club song. I mean, that's a
oh my God. I don't even know what happened after that. I really don't. I don't know if the Sandpiper even still stands. But when they put that shit out.
Today. I'm talking about today. Play that today.
There's a scene that me and my girl was just watching The Proposal.
Next wedding,
y'all know what The Proposal
Play that
is?
today and see what happens.
I'm playing that shit next week.
You're going to see 45-year-old.
No.
21-year-old.
I got one wrong.
17-year-old.
Wrong.
Getting it.
I got one. Have you ever seen the movie The Proposal?
Yes, I have.
With Ryan Reynolds.
Yes, I have.
And Sandra Bullock.
Yeah, Sandra Bullock.
And Betty White.
And they in the woods.
They in the woods.
Yes.
And Sandra Bullock, they're just trying to do some. She's just trying to do some, like, they're trying to think of some music to dance, to some tribal shit too. And she's like, from the windows to the walls, just sweat down my balls.
Oh,
I'm gonna have to. I'm
no,
that's
a pop culture.
You hear that
deal
horn?
now?
Yeah, you hear that horn? Play that today. It's
Play
gonna be
anywhere.
You're right. Everybody on the floor. Period.
Yeah, I'm gonna give y'all another one. I'm gonna give y'all another one, man.
That's a lot of ATL stuff.
Yeah, but I'm gonna give y'all one that somebody right here at home did. Shout out to DJ A-Dub. You know this shit. This motherfucker put a mix together. Everybody's country song in the world.
I knew where you was going.
If you hear this track, come on. Blame it all on my
yeah.
roots.
Yeah, you told me.
I showed up in boots. And
bro, you never heard
Garth
that when
Brooks,
he mixed,
Brendan Low Places.
Yeah, you told me about it.
And he mixed that with Ain't No Future in Your Front.
Yeah. You told me
More
that,
money, more money, more.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm going to
DJ,
redo
that's
that
MC
tomorrow.
Bree.
Yeah,
MC Bree.
R.I.P. to MC Bree.
R.I.P. MC Bree, man.
He was amazing. Flint representing.
I put Treasure over Bree.
Man, because
I did a Classified
that's
remix
fire.
over that To the Beat Y'all.
That like that. That's one of them.
That was crazy.
That's one of them tracks
that was a house
too.
spot. Yeah, that was.
That if you I used to think it was just us that knew that.
It wasn't y'all.
But
yeah.
no, it was big, man.
Yeah,
everywhere.
It was
big
big.
everywhere.
Yeah, we loved it.
We thought it was just in Michigan, but Bree was big.
We loved MC Bree.
When I started traveling, like, Bree was big.
Yeah. Yeah. Matter of fact, when the first time I went to Florida, we went to this club. It was like this 80s kind of club. They had a bunch of video games you could play for free and all that stuff, and the DJ was just spinning like old school joints, right? And he played that, and I'm talking about, like you said, it was kids in there from 18 years old to 25 was probably the biggest group, right? They went bananas. That's when I knew. I was like, Flint. Represent.
Some music is timeless. You know? Some music you can play today and it still has the same effect that it did the first time you heard it, or or when these kids hear it, they be like, "Oh, this is crazy."
I'll tell you one of my crazy songs that just gets me, like, I'll just pause. Is LL Cool J, "Rock the Bells" Part 2.
Ooh,
when he came out with that
with the actual bells, that was crazy. The remix, yes.
You play that now, like, I'll just pause. I'm like, oh damn.
Yeah, that was hip hop, bro. That was hip. Listen.
I don't know if that's a true party joint or a house party joint.
Yeah, but you know what, though? A lot of these joints weren't made to be party joints, and they end up being, like, I'm going to tell you right now, being where we from, man, when fucking Cheddar Boys, they ain't supposed to be club. That street is a gift. But around here, you put that shit on to this day.
Boy, baby.
But
that's for sure.
Here's one for you. Anytime no matter where you at, no matter what party you at, and you hear somebody say, Cash Money Records taking over for the 99 and the 2000. Hey, grandma's is dropping.
They on the floor.
Grandma twerking.
Can I say this though? And this may be more just because we're local, but you hear that? It's time for the percolator. Percolator.
You can't see my feet right now, dog. Right, I'm jitting my ass off in this chair.
It's time for the
That
might be because we more local.
That is truly local.
But you play that?
But
oh my goodness.
But DJ Assault, shout out to DJ Assault. What's the other DJ from Detroit? Really did a lot.
DJ Godfather.
DJ Godfather. No, there's another one that I was thinking of. Shit. I'll come back to it. When I say his name, you're gonna be like, "Oh damn!"
And you play the percolator.
Yeah.
You know it's like 10:30. You hear that? You hear the percolator? It's prime time.
It's time for the percolator. And I was watching. Man, I didn't even know this. Man, this is a slight on me. I apologize, Michigan, for this, for being a Michigan boy and not knowing this. Man, I was watching. Y'all know they got the hip hop uncovered out. Was
that out?
Yeah, I heard about it.
Yep. All six episodes. It's Bemmy and Deb, Waka Flocka's mom and uncle. Mm-hmm. It's Big U. Shout out to Big U, rolling 60 Crips. Who else is on there?
Trick Trick was supposed
to Haitian Jack and Trick Trick. Mm-hmm. Okay, this is where I'm getting to. Trick, I didn't even know this was him still to this day until that series came out. Shake that, make that booty drop.
That's
Trick's
Trick's
first
voice.
Joint.
That's his voice. Yeah, that is him. That's his voice. Now that you say that,
that's Trick.
I apologize because I should know that.
Yeah.
And I'll tell his story real quick about that. He said that he went down to Freaknik, and he said this is fucking crazy, of how shit is going on down here. I gotta have me one of those tracks, and came back to the city and made Shake That, Make That Booty Drop.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, look, I know you looking it up right now. Look, he's in his phone right now. Like, what the fuck? Yeah. I was like, damn. That's that. I mean, that Luke and them, that's house party shit.
Yeah, man.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
2 Live Crew.
You know what I mean?
It was on that 2 Live Crew.
And that's almost like that same cadence like Luke was doing. Mm-hmm. Like, that's MCing without rapping. Really, I mean it's about the cadence. Mm-hmm. I'm telling you, you know who's an MC?
Who?
Kurt Franklin's an MC.
Oh, Kurt Franklin.
Kurt Franklin don't sing.
Not at all.
He's an MC.
Absolutely.
And his choir sings.
Absolutely. Yep.
Dog, think about his biggest record, Stomp.
All of them. Yeah, he do the same.
Is he spitting bars? Mm-hmm. No.
Yep.
Is he singing? No.
He's giving directions.
He's giving directions. He's MCing. He's MCing with his mouth. Yeah, he's a choir director with a microphone.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Direction. Yep. Yeah, that's his voice too. When
you know what?
When you said it, I'm like,
I'm getting ready to play this, man. And Trick, I appreciate you, and you can get me if you want to.
I want to see some ass wiggling. I want some perfection.
We do not own the rights to this music,
right?
Okay,
you can't do too many seconds, but yeah. That was Trick.
Shout out
man.
Trick.
That was Trick.
Oh,
yeah, man.
Damn. Why didn't I know that?
I didn't know it either until I watched the show.
Like in my head, like that was Luke.
I thought 100%.
You know what I'm saying?
I thought it was the 69 Boys at one point.
Well,
I was thinking it could be the 69 Boys.
They did have a joint that's real similar to that. So yes,
69. Man, hip hop is just that's the beautiful thing about it, man. It's everywhere.
It's forever
so
evolving.
Many different, so many different levels, so many different genres, so many different sounds. Yeah, that's probably why we all love it.
Yeah,
damn.
man.
Do you realize, like, if you think about, like, our parents, you know, they grew up on Temptations and all that stuff, and, you know, like, we got some older folks, you know, in nursing homes and things like that, and, you know, that's what they want to listen to. They want to listen to that. Like, can you imagine how we gonna be
right.
like when we have to go into a
MC3.
nursing home
right.
or something like,
It's gonna be
you know what I'm saying? When we like 65, 70 years old,
but you know what?
we gonna be talking about make that booty bounce. You gonna be like, what?
I think we are the first generation though that really listen to the music that our children listen to. Because I know my kids, they now don't get me wrong, they break a lot of
genre.
music. As far as
Yeah.
the genre. They break a lot of new music to me. A lot of stuff, like you said, YBN, Corday, or whatnot. A lot of things I'm not up on. But just hip hop in general, yeah, I'm up on that. You know, I listen to that. And sometimes the kids get in the car and they, what you listening to? I'm listening to Polo G or something. You know, they're like, what?
Yeah.
Bruh. Listen,
What?
this sounds crazy as hell.
Uh-huh.
Not too long ago, I went to my grandson Caden. And I just said this. I said, what are you listening to? He's like, you ain't gonna like what I listen to. I said, I love music, bro. Like, what are you listening to? And he was like, the first thing he looked at me and he said, there's no clean version.
Right.
And I'm like, bro,
Okay, right.
it's me and you. Show me what you listen to. And I'm not gonna lie, I was gigging on, I'm gonna say 50%. And I'm like, this shit is fire. This shit is fire.
Right.
And it ain't something that I'm gonna listen to every day, all day long. But I was like, okay, all right.
Shit,
all right.
a 10-year-old put me up on Pop Smoke.
I've gotten to the point where
Before Pop Smoke died, a 10-year-old put me on Pop Smoke.
Caden put me up on Pop Smoke.
I
He
was
was
up on
he
Pop.
was listening to it. I let him hook his phone up in the car one day. I can't remember where we was going, but we was dipping out somewhere. I didn't know who the hell that was, and I started to get up on it. And then all of a sudden it was like, then you hear the news that he passed away, and I'm like, once again, kind of like that happened to me with what's my man's name from L.A.
Nip.
Nipsey Hussle. Same thing, man. I had never listened to nothing. T.J. put me up on that, and I became such a huge fan. And I was just downloading everything. And then the next thing, you know, I won't say like I'm talking about. This was like weeks later.
yeah,
He got shot, and I'm like, damn. You know what I mean? It's like,
Yeah.
It's
Well, that's the thing that's happened a lot. It's been a trend lately. Trend. When I say a trend, I don't mean this as like in a good way.
right.
But if you think about it, in the last few years, like it's been a trend that like some of these new cats, like as soon as they start reaching a level of fame, something happens. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
You know, whether it be violent or whether it be anything, cancer,
Right.
COVID,
Right.
R.I.P. Fred the Godson. I know he's been around hip hop for a long time, but like I felt like he was really catching his buzz finally, where more people knew about him.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, COVID hit him, and his body didn't take good to it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Same thing with Nip. Like I fuck with Nip for a long time, right? Listen to his music because he was on an award show one day. This was years and years ago. Somebody had brought him on as a guest on an award show, and I don't remember who it was. It was that long ago. I mean, I'm talking 7-8 years ago, and I was like, man, this dude nice. You know what I mean? And like I said, we started getting to that time where you can look anything up, you know what I mean, on YouTube or whatever. And I started checking out his mixtapes and stuff. And it was like when Nip died after Victory Lap, I bang Victory Lap tough, right? But when he died, I was like, man, what sucks is because he was about to get his worldwide flowers.
yes.
That's the thing that's been sucking. You know what I mean? Like XXX Extension.
Yep.
Ain't that how you say his name?
Yeah, that's it.
You know what I
wasn't
mean?
really
Like
up on
guys like
him.
him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And Nip, like, but
Juice
difference
WRLD.
with
I mean,
the difference with
bunch
Nip,
of
yeah,
these
Juice WRLD. The difference with
Yeah.
Nip though is Nip was like about to like he was changing the culture.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He was different. He wasn't just making music, and they was like a lot of people like they die, and this is no disrespect. I'm not trying to disrespect anybody, but some people they die. And they actually get more famous after they're dead,
Right.
because they died. And it's kind of like, oh, well, I can't, what if? You know what I mean? But this is a dude that actually did,
Yep.
and then died. You're like, damn.
Yep.
You know what I mean? I ain't want to take his own
Yeah.
path, but you know what I'm saying?
I know
though?
what you're saying, but yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah,
Party
man.
joints. Back
Yeah,
to party
yeah,
joints.
Party joints, man.
Yeah.
I don't even know. I don't even know if they house party. Do they
Right.
even house party in L.A.? I I've never been to a house party in LA.
They probably do.
Well, you know, they
probably do in LA.
I've never been to LA, but I would have to imagine that if you look at, you know, some of the West Coast movies, they always have a house party scene.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I'm saying still though. I'm saying I wonder if they still
right now
house party. Last time I was in LA, we went to
probably not the same.
We went to I know they gig, but we went to a shout out to my homeboy Corey out in LA. Robert Joe. It was Robert Joe's old manager. Me, Robert Joe, and Geese. We went to Corey's niece's graduation party in Long Beach, and it was like we was in the city in Detroit. Like it was the same. You know what I mean? Like they gig just like we gig. You know what I mean? It's family oriented like we are. You know what I mean? I'm not saying it's like different, but I'm just saying like their culture is a whole different world than our culture here, and it is in the East Coast, and same thing with the South. You know what I mean? Like you guys ever wonder that? Like how house parties are different in different places? Because I can only speak on Midwestern house parties and Atlanta house parties. I really never been to a house party in LA. I've been to a party, but not a house party in LA. You know what I mean? New York.
I feel like definitely in the Midwest, like I feel like I wouldn't call them house parties because it's usually in the summertime. You're usually outside. And it's more like I always, like everybody tends to gather at my house, right? And I feel like it's mini family reunions. They're not really house parties. Right. It's like mini family reunions. Right. You know what I mean? Because it's friends and family. Mm-hmm. And it's like, I think the closest thing to a house party I've done in a long time is shout out to Serendipitous when I would do my private parties there. Yep. That's kind of like a house party. You know what I mean? That is because it's almost invite only. Yeah, it's definitely invite only. Yeah. And it is like you might not know every single person there, but they came with somebody that you know. Yeah. If you get invited, you can bring a guest, or 3, or 7, or 10, whatever you want. As long as don't nobody act up. But do something too. But yeah, that's probably a party. Are we too old to throw parties? Nope. Hell no. Nope. As long as COVID don't I'm just checking. You know, as soon as shit clears up, dog, I'm throwing a party. Yeah. Right. As soon as it clears up, I'm throwing a party. That's what's up. That's what I'm ready for it. I'm ready to party. We've been locked down since March of last year, man. Yeah, but I'm gonna tell y'all this though. At my party, we're gonna gig and shit, but there's rules. Right. Like we are. What's the rules? We are doing some hustle dances. Okay. I'm taking it back. Like, I'm not. Party. We're not sitting up against the wall how these kids do. Like I want it to be how when I looked at my uncles doing stuff. You know what I mean? and cousin Jimmy's and all that shit. You know what I mean? On the east side of Detroit, those were house parties. And my aunt Pat on the west side. But those were kind of house parties. I'm telling you, my aunties out in out Detroit, off of what was it off of Dexter? On Burlingame. Off of Dexter. Man, she had this big side yard. Dog, and the whole block would come out, and it was like the funnest, coolest thing for us as kids was to watch the drunk uncles. Right. Dancing and everybody doing the music, right. You know what I mean? And it's always like that's us now. That's us now. Yeah. And it was always like whoever like the young kid was that could actually dance. You know what I mean? They always get called out. Come over here and show them what you do. Boy, T.J., get yourself on over there and do that. I was never the dancer. Do that quick foot. I was never the dancer. That bad boy bad in the mother on that pole foot. You know what? I'm that cool ass uncle, the one that had the perm. With the silk shirt and the gold chain, that cool motherfucker. His name was like Uncle Jimmy or some shit like that. I say everybody got one. Everybody got an Uncle Jimmy, man. Oh, cool. Yeah, we had one. His name was Jimmy. That nigga wore dress shoes every day. Uncle Don. Uncle Don. Yes. Rest in peace, my Uncle Jimmy and Uncle Don. Yes. Hey, my Uncle Don's the first one that I seen in a short suit outfit with that's me, bruh. With socks. Up until 2 years ago, I had his lime green and blue suit. Ooh, that's a bad motherfucker. And Don Jr. would never give me the Gators to go with it. I still have a pair of his gray Gators because he rocked Gators. Oh, I got his ostrich skin. I got an ostrich skin shoe. I got some of them too. Straight up. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, we all got them uncles, bro.
Hey, man.
That's what I am
Look,
now.
Monroe to Toledo to
2021,
Ipsy
cool ass Uncle
to
Jimmy.
Florida to California to Washington.
So
Yeah.
now,
State,
so
not
now
DC.
where we at? We gonna MC from a chair. We gonna have a chair next to the DJ booth.
Right.
MC from the chair.
Right.
I can see it happening.
Oh,
I can see it happening. Yeah,
man.
yeah. We definitely, man. We gotta throw a
Right, we gotta do
we
something,
gotta
bro.
throw a party.
Some kind of party. Fine.
Hey,
Dang.
shit, we got sponsors. You know,
You got sponsors. We can
talking
have
about
Jay
throwing
build
an
us
old
a
school party.
Jay
pavilion.
gonna be, yeah,
And we can
J.C.
have
Quality
Mikey Shoe
Construction
bring all the fucking
gonna
vodka.
build us the stage.
Mikey
8
Shoe will
Mile
bring us all the vodka.
Yeah, we got
You know
that.
what I mean?
You know, yeah, let's go.
You've
So-
been planning a old school party for a while. You've been talking about you want to do an old.
Yeah, that's what the private party started out as, but then it just kind of flip flopped to whatever. But
Hold on, though. Is the old school party now? Is it a 90s party? Like, I remember
Right,
in the
what's old
2000s,
school? Right,
we had
what's old
80s
school?
parties
Yeah.
where we would get the Adidas tracksuits and the Kango, you know what I mean, the shell
Yeah.
toes, and we would rock it at the party or whatever we was rocking, in the 80s or whatever. And like I'm saying, like,
What's
because
old
time,
school? Right.
I mean,
is it 90s now?
It's
Like,
2021 now.
I'm
Right.
saying, do I got to get my triple fat
2000s,
boots, my
right.
Timberlands,
bro, listen,
you know what I'm saying, my baggy
the-
jeans?
the first
Fat
old school
dudes.
party I threw at the dip was, I mean, literally in my head, it was gonna be like 70s, 80s. Quickly turned into
2000.
90s, early 2000, and I'm not gonna lie, I felt old as a motherfucker.
Wow.
But it banged.
Right.
So I was like, this is it. So yeah, 90s, early 2000s. That's the old school party now.
That's the joint. Okay. I go
Hey,
with that.
I seen a meme and I ended up posting it one time on, I think it was a Facebook, Instagram or something that said, just imagine you doing a stinky leg and somebody yells out, "Go ahead, old school."
Right. Exactly.
It was like, man, when I put on Nelly, it's
Right.
going down, down, baby.
Right.
Yo, shit, like, and I start doing the, you know, and are they gonna be like, man, how you do that old school dance?
Right.
Like, teach me that old school dance. Like, what? Hey,
nowadays-
what's gonna be the
Bruh,
first one?
That's coming. Like in the
Hey.
next 5 to 10
But,
years.
but
That's coming.
which one is gonna be the first one though to do the old school dance? It's gonna be old school at the time. That's gonna be you,
Right. I'm gonna do the Superman.
Not the soldier boy.
The Soldier Boy.
Listen, this is what fucks me up right now, and that's because I'm old. I get it. But nowadays, these kids, they dance to the lyrics of the song, not the beat and shit.
Oh, yeah, that's that-
they did. If the
yeah, that's that
song say
TikTok.
I'm in the Corvette,
That's that TikTok.
I'm riding high. I be like, what? Listen, it fucks me up. I'm thinking to myself, so if I go out to a bar or a club, are they out there on the dance floor doing this shit? Are they out, Corvetting and
Bro,
acting like they don't punch you and shit? And I'm
When-
thinking,
when I-
what is this?
bro, when I do a wedding that's 25 years or younger, I literally, before the wedding, I jump on TikTok.
To see what dances they do.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, what
Because
the fuck?
you gotta have those songs.
And they dancing to it matched the lyrics,
Yeah.
not the beat.
Yeah.
It matched the lyrics. So you know what I'm
Yeah.
talking about?
You know
Have
how
you
big?
seen this
You
shit?
know how big hip hop is?
Mm-hmm.
This is how big hip hop is. There's a 14, 15-year-old white girl right now doing a dance to some bang 'em up, shoot 'em shit
Right.
in her
Absolutely.
in her 3,000 square foot house
Right.
on TikTok right now
Right
as we
now.
speak. That's how big hip hop is.
Getting 1 million views.
Getting 1 million views.
Right.
I mean, I listen. I appreciate everybody loving hip hop culture,
Boom.
but I just
wanna
gotta
sell
put this
something?
out there.
If you wanna sell
you gotta.
Attach it to hip hop.
Listen, yeah, but I want to tell these girls, man, if y'all don't get out of there with your little dances
Man, they
and
winning.
shit, and y'all look like they're having a stroke.
Yeah, they winning though.
I know, but they look
I
like
don't
they're having
get
a
it.
stroke.
I
I'm like,
agree.
I don't get it. Yeah, I guess
I agree.
You know what? I'm
That's
gonna admit, I don't get it.
That's why
I'll
I
be the
preface
old
my
nigga, fuck it.
comments by
I'll be the old
saying
nigga. I don't get it.
maybe I'm
How
just
old are you?
old. Maybe I'm just
35.
old, but I don't see it. I don't. That shit, it look dumb.
I
And
think
I
I'm
be thinking
35.
to myself,
I'm 34.
like,
How old am I? I think I'm 35.
do they do that in the club? Like when they go out to
35.
dance? When you
I'm
dance?
old enough to not really know exactly, but
This
You
nigga,
remember-
hold on, man. This nigga got some timers.
Yeah, sometimes.
Did you just say how old am I? Like
I'm
you,
at that
like
age.
yourself?
I'm at that age now where I gotta like think for a second, man. Like
I was
after 30,
born
listen, after
in-
30,
Well, hell,
Right.
well, you know what? With everything else that's going on, you can pick what you want. I'm gonna be 30. I'm gonna be 35 today.
Let me tell you what. Let me tell you something. Being a man and a father, don't nobody give a fuck. I'm gonna be real, bro.
No, I don't give a fuck that I'm
No. You get fucked over. Father's birthday, mama's birthdays, they get all kind of shit.
Talk about
Kids' birthdays, they get all kind of shit.
Talk about it.
Daddy birthday come up,
You get the big piece of chicken.
nigga bought me a shovel one birthday.
Nigga, not a shovel.
Hey, basically, hey, so you can go shovel the driveway because I couldn't get out. Bro, get out the driveway.
Like a snow
yesterday.
shovel?
A snow shovel? What in the world? The boy, daddy's get this. That's why I said, don't even worry about
Damn,
it. Bro.
I guess I'm doing good because I get socks.
Don't even worry about it.
I'm all right with that.
Hey, that's how I knew. That's how I knew.
I
was at a certain
Ain't
point.
nobody buy me a shovel, man. I'm just playing, man.
That's how I knew.
I beat them
What
kids.
I appreciated so much, some fucking socks.
Right.
And some new drawers.
Right.
I was like, dog, you that old now. It doesn't have you don't have a number no more. It's like you measure your age by what you get as in gifts.
How old are you, socks? couple years later, it's gonna be like, how old are you, Ty?
Right. I'm just gonna be a buck. I'm just gonna be a buck. And we love our wives and our children.
Oh, for sure.
But when it's something special for them, don't it seem kind of like it's special for them? But when it's dad's turn, dad really gets shitted on, man.
Yeah.
Dad really Dad gets socks and underwear.
Yeah.
Dad gets socks and underwear. I ain't gotta appreciate. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I love you too.
Right. Well, but you know what? That's always been though. The women always get taken care of.
Goodness gracious.
Yeah, but you know what? I got a quick story about these socks. Mm-hmm. All right, so shout out to my boy Zay Turnage over there at the Chosen Few clothing line, man. This young
socks?
brother, hear me out.
Okay.
So this young brother is doing his thing with the clothing stuff, right? I'm gonna be shouting him out probably every podcast. That's my man. I was just kicking him with him yesterday, and I bought my girl some sweatpants from there, and I didn't know he threw these in a bag as just an extra bonus. Like, hey man, good looking out for fucking with me. I'm out of breath because I had to run all the way down there to get them. Anyway, but I was so excited to see that he threw these in there.
That's dope. Yeah, that's dope.
Feel them.
Yeah,
Feel them. Feel them.
dope.
Feel them. Those are winter socks.
Yeah, these socks.
Shout out to my boy Zay Turnage,
socks.
man, and everybody over there at the Chosen Few clothing line, man.
And these boys ain't
real
just like,
socks.
these is nice.
No, they real nice.
Hey, shout out Zay. I need some
Zay
of them in
doing
my
his
life.
But I was so it just reminded me of that. I got home, opened up the bag, gave my girl the pants, and was like, oh, there's some socks in there.
Boom.
I'm like, shit, I was excited about the socks, and then I thought, I'm that old.
Be that old, right?
I'm that many years old where I get excited because somebody threw me in a pair of
socks.
good quality, comfortable
Well,
socks.
I'm a socks guy anyway. I socks to me is like, watches, So I love socks. They dope. I wear crazy ass colors. Most people don't see them, but it's like when somebody does, they always go, "The hell kind of socks you got on?" Pull them up. Am I crazy? Or am I just that old?
No, you're that many years old.
Hey, yeah, right.
Listen, I'm good. I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
I like to be comfortable.
Right.
I'm that many years old.
Oh,
nephew was just over here, right?
No, hold on. I wear some dope ass socks that's cutting off my circulation, but they look dope. I'm all right.
Oh yeah, you
tripping.
pimping backwards.
Yeah, you tripping.
Nephew was over here. Nephew
Who
looked.
gonna see your socks, bro?
Nephew
Nobody
looked.
see my socks.
Nephew's outfit was cold,
Uh-huh.
but he was walking stiff as a board. And I was like, "Oh, why are you walking like that?" He was like, "Oh man, these pants is dope, but they're not made like to stretch like I fuck with Levi's stretch.
Got some on right now.
You do?
542s. Active fit. Sure do.
That's what I'm talking about. And I be dope with my little shit, you know what I'm saying? But he was dope. He had a fresh ass outfit on. But the shoes was like straight out the box, wasn't broken in.
Right.
You know what I mean? His feet was probably hurting.
Right.
He couldn't really bend at the knees. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn,
Suffer
you that
for the
many years
cause.
old to
Yeah.
where you'd rather
Suffer for the cause.
suffer for the cause,
Yep.
and I'm this many years
Right.
old that I'm questioning
Right.
you suffering for the cause. You see what I'm saying now about not being numbers? You just this many years old.
It was funny. On our way here, we were talking about it. A lot of times, we buy things just for the value that we put on it. Meaning, would you say a sweatsuit from Walmart is just as comfortable as a Nike sweatsuit? But guess what? Which one are we gonna buy? That Nike sweatsuit, because we give it more value. And the only thing we get from it is our homeboys to say, "Oh, that's dope. That's nice.
Right.
What you got on? Oh no, you don't know about this. You ain't up on this. You don't know nothing about this. That's all we get.
That's all. That's
it.
what we do it for.
That's the pinnacle of it.
Here's the crazy part. We're in COVID times.
That's the pinnacle.
We're in COVID times. Oh my God, I cannot wait to get out there and just show off a mediocre outfit that I be wearing around the house. Think about it, Ron.
Right. That's what we
Think about it, man.
What type of shit
Mike,
is this?
Mike. I got some motherfucking shit that I bought literally right before COVID because the summer was about to hit.
Mm-hmm.
And I ain't put not a wrinkle on them motherfuckers.
You better start hitting the gym because I know them motherfuckers is tight.
Okay.
They
Now
small
you
now.
know what, man?
They small now.
Let's take a shot now, man. You
That was a year
bullshitting on the
ago.
motherfucker. You want to talk about?
Tight now.
Bruh, the fat guy can always make fat jokes, okay? Please,
let me see
please
your
understand
glass.
that.
I tell you what.
Would you agree with that? That the fat guy can always make fat jokes?
No.
No?
I tell you what.
I apologize.
Are you
I'm sorry.
skinny jeans old?
Got real quiet, didn't it?
Am I skinny jeans?
Are you skinny
Oh.
jeans
But
old? I'm
you-
asking.
I don't even know the big man though.
I don't even know what that
I'm
dudes wear
just
that period.
asking. I'm just
I don't
asking.
even know what that means.
Okay, let me explain to you. Would you wear or would you feel comfortable wearing a pair of skinny jeans, or are you past that?
Nah, I got some.
That's
I
all
mean,
I'm asking.
I consider my Levi 542s skinny jeans because they stretchy.
My man.
So they fit a little tighter. They look a little tighter than what they should probably, but they comfortable as a motherfucker.
My man. I can't listen. 80s.
Do you even have a pair of jeans?
No,
I was just-
I'm being
honestly,
dead serious.
No, honestly, I don't. Seriously.
I didn't think
I'm not even
I haven't
pulling
seen
your
you in a pair of jeans probably since like
I don't own
maybe a
pairs of
party at the UAW hall.
Right. You know what? Since jeans got little. Remember them big joints you used to have?
Man,
Like
you
that?
the smallest one in the room.
Them Carl Kanais?
You the most in shape dude in the room.
With the pockets, the
Pockets 2
4
feet
feet
long.
pockets, yeah. You had them?
I had
that
them.
was you?
Exactly. When they got little, nah.
See, I was the guy that
I
always
couldn't do
said,
it.
I'm not gonna do none of
couldn't
the I'm never gonna do the two things, the skinny jeans. Because I was J.C. with it. Can't wear skinny jeans because my knots don't fit. You know what I mean? That's what I was telling people. I was broke at the time. It doesn't matter.
Right.
I was going to tell somebody I can't wear skinny jeans because my knots don't fit.
Right.
And I wasn't going to do, what's the tapered shit called? Joggers.
Yeah. Yeah, I do joggers. I
Now-
rock joggers.
Joggers
Yeah,
are I was
I
wrong.
like joggers,
I
right.
was wrong. Joggers are
Yeah.
very, very comfortable.
I really. I mean, I don't fuck with.
But the skinnies,
Yeah, nah,
I can
can't
do
it.
straight stretch. I can't do skinnies.
I haven't never even tried, so I can't even. I don't know if I do or don't. I've never even tried.
We from a different
I
era.
gave it up.
bro. I done
when they got skinny and tight and they start hanging up their ass, nah, I can't do that.
bro. I've seen some big fellas
It's
at
skinny
weddings
jeans.
rocking. The skinny pant, the dress pants
Yeah.
that come up
Taper.
about 4. Yeah,
Yeah.
taper all the way down.
with no socks.
No, yeah,
I can't do that.
I've
That's
seen
not
big
good.
fellas with that, and I'm like, bro, that's not a good.
Oh,
look
no,
for
I
me.
get Miami,
And
though.
once again, yeah, right. Once again,
I'll get
it's
Miami.
just not me, right?
I'll get Miami. I'll put on the motherfucker the shit that's a little bit hemmed. You know what I mean? So they're not supposed to touch your shoes.
Right.
Like I'll
And
throw
have
on
no
those.
socks on with
but
some
those
Gucci
are like
loafers.
linen type shits. Yeah, with some
Yeah.
loafers. But those are still a little bit baggy and shit. You know what I mean? I just can't go all the way with the skinny plus the hem
Boom.
and the whole. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, in the next couple of years, TJ gonna be rocking skinny jeans
Absolutely
like a
not.
motherfucker.
No, skinny
Absolutely
jeans is gonna be out of skinny jeans will be out of style. in the next
That's
few
why you're
years.
gonna start wearing them because you getting old. You know how the OGs do it.
hand me downs from my nephews.
You know, look, check this out. This is my biggest fear. I never want to be the old dude in the throwback jersey. If you know what I'm saying.
Yes.
You gonna be that.
Oh my God.
I probably already am. I probably already
I bet you got a
you-
FUBU.
But that's what
you
I
touched that
don't
something.
want to be.
You got a FUBU
That's
jersey
underrated.
right now that you can't wait to break out.
That's so underrated.
and some
what he
Team
just
Jordans.
said.
And some Team Jordans.
Yes.
Yeah.
Listen.
big pair of jeans
Timestamp
on.
this. Timestamp
with
this
the cloth
podcast.
belt, you know the cloth belt that you slide through the buckle and you can lock it in.
Oh, like this.
Rome dunked. The infamous R-Row touched on something, man.
That's what I listen.
We don't even talk about that, man.
That's my biggest fear.
We don't even talk. We're so past house party, but listen, that's one thing.
We went into fashion. This kind of goes with house parties.
You got to look fresh at the house party.
Right.
Who didn't
Yes.
get dressed to go to the house party
Absolutely.
unless you were there to tear shit up?
Absolutely.
But which I've done a couple times. But everybody knows that dude that wears that fucking sports jersey, that throwback jersey right now. That's like in their 40s or 50s, and you're like, "Hey,
I don't want it
bro,
right.
that wasn't." I swear, y'all think I'm bullshitting. I'm conscious about that shit. My closet.
Yes.
I'm a Baltimore Ravens fan.
For sure.
Everything else, Detroit and Michigan, except for NFL football. Mm-hmm. I have Ravens jerseys, Michigan jerseys, Pistons jerseys,
But you only
Tiger
wear them
jerseys.
on game day.
Right.
I peeped that.
Red Wings jerseys. I only wear them on game days.
Absolutely. As you should.
And if I wear them outside of a game day, at least it's still the jerseys that I fuck with.
And it's
Like I
because
wear a
of occasion.
baseball jersey,
Right.
still like casually. I think that you can get away with baseball
can.
and
Yeah.
hockey.
Yeah, sure. Even basketball, you really it just
button
depends
up.
on
No,
how.
I disagree.
Yeah.
Oh no, yeah, you can get away with it.
I disagree because basketball is one of them.
Let me school you.
Okay.
Then let me
Oh,
school you.
shit.
Okay. Real talk. It's 88 on a hot summer day. It's noon, right? In June, let's say 17th. Okay. I'm about to go to the car wash. Okay.
I know where you're going with it, and you're
I got on
absolutely
a pair.
right.
I got on a
So
pair.
you already, you're right.
I got on a pair of denim, shorts.
Okay,
You know,
that's where you fucked up at.
Hold
okay,
on.
go ahead.
They denim.
Okay.
About knee length. Hold on.
I was
You're that many years old.
Yeah, that's where you fucked up.
Fucked up when you said denim
with you.
jeans.
I was with you.
I thought I knew where you were going.
Till you hit the denim shorts, huh?
Now that's one thing I don't own is denim shorts. I got one pair, but I'll explain later.
You
Go
know
ahead.
what?
Go
No,
ahead. I'm
no,
gonna
I
let you-
can't finish.
Yeah,
I done fucked
can't.
up already.
You can't finish.
I done fucked up already. Right. I'm
But
gonna pass the mic.
Hold on.
Okay.
Are they
Say,
big?
so
Are
you
they
lost me in the denim jeans. Huh?
are they big denim?
Are they size 34s, nigga, or 43s?
Yeah,
I'm
but
saying, are they big
No,
denims with
okay.
that like hang
but if
down
you
to
but
your
if you do
calves?
okay, I can see this. I can see this.
Meaning,
if
if
I got
you got an old school throwback, like I said, like the black Atlanta Hawks jersey with the black cut off T-shirt up under it, and you just going to wash your whip, or you just going to make a cute few runs in there, you can rock that out. Especially if you got on something sweet on your feet, you can get away with that. Okay.
Kind of. What I'm saying is, if you got the Atlantic Hawks jersey, I
But
can
it's
see
three
that.
sizes too big.
I can see that. I can see the Atlantic Hawks jersey. Yeah, it can't be
It's
too
hanging
big.
down to my knees.
You can't have the cut off shirt underneath. You can't have the cut off.
I can't have the cut off
You can't have the
t-shirt?
cut off
Okay.
t-shirt underneath. But if you got the fucking old school pinstripe Jordan black
Right.
and red
Black and
pinstripe
red
Jordan
Bulls jersey,
because you
right.
got on the 11 the
Boom.
bread 11 lows
Boom.
or
You
the
can rock
bread
with that?
11s period.
Can you rock with that?
You can rock with it.
Okay.
You can rock
That's
no
up.
denim jeans, but you
Right.
can no denim shorts, but you can rock with it.
Yeah, I think
The
denim
denim
shorts
threw
fuck
everything off.
up.
Good to know.
Dropping gems, man. Dropping gems.
Good to know.
Oh man, cheers on all that shit.
That's why I fucked y'all. Good to know. No wonder. No wonder this shit wasn't working, huh?
Damn, I thought I was popping. Wasn't nobody paying attention
It
to
was
me.
the denim. Listen, the very first time I realized I was old, real talk. Wait a minute, I gotta think. Oh, Averex. Do you remember Averex?
Averex was the shit.
The
That's
leather
what-
jackets.
Mike,
nigga,
Okay.
you was inside at this time. You was inside the house.
I know what you're talking about though. Yeah.
Oldest daughter was maybe 13, 14, around that time. I'm going somewhere. I throw on a pair of Averex jeans, okay? They say Averex on the back pocket.
Big.
Them, big, right?
Don't say Averex. This is Averex.
I come
Big.
down, spraying on my cologne or whatever I was doing, getting ready to leave. Matter of fact, she had her girlfriend over there with her, okay? My teenage daughters. I come down, they look at me and say, what in the world did you got on? And look, I say, what?
And in your head, you was fresh to
Fresh
death.
to death. I say, what?
I'm about to timestamp the shit
I
out
said,
you.
look, these Averex? What are you talking about?
Jabot.
They said, what the fuck is Averex? What? They're what? What is Averex? I said, oh, shit. I didn't cross over. Let me go upstairs and take this shit off. I didn't cross over.
When I mess with Averex, I'm about to fuck you up here.
And a lot of listeners, they don't even know what they like. What the fuck are they talking about?
Oh, they Googling
and
it right now.
we might even be saying it wrong.
Right, they Googling
No, it's
it
Averex.
right now.
But and how long ago was this when you were when this incident happened?
I would say, let me see, at least 12, 13 years ago.
I would say, yeah.
I would say about 12, 13 years ago.
Okay, see, you was right when it was coming out. Because I was about to say, about 17 years ago. Seriously, what we would do is
it was banging
on a Sunday night at St. Andrews in Detroit, St. Andrews Hall, on a Sunday night. That's when my Averex came. I'm gonna tell you the outfit though, especially in the wintertime. This is the outfit. So you got the Averex coat, the leather boy. First of all,
I never had one.
It's hard to not sell. It's
But
not
you know
hard
what
to
it
have
is.
one unless you sell
Right,
dope.
but you know what it is.
Right.
You know what it is.
Never
You
had
get to
one.
them.
Then this is I'm gonna fuck y'all up. The matching sweater with the sweater hat.
I do remember.
Whether
I remember that.
I
It was
had a
after
bunch of
Coogee
those.
though, because then
Yeah.
other people started
I remember
doing
that.
it,
Yep.
and so Coogee was kind of fading out. But then other brands
Brands
were
started
doing
doing
it.
it. Yep.
I mean,
I remember
Pelly,
that.
all this other stuff with some Tims,
Pelly.
some Tims,
Yes.
and some Averex jeans, or
Fresh to death.
Pelly. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now that was the.
If you wore that shit
Fresh
last
to
week,
death.
Hey,
we
but
got a problem.
You know what that was though? That was the hey, y'all gonna have to pat me down twice at the door outfit. Because at St. Andrews, I remember one time we was up there, man. Rest in peace, Proof. Proof was my fucking guy, man. I was fortunate enough to hang out with this dude a couple times, man. With somebody, we had some of the same peoples, and we was outside of St. Andrews, man. This is a true to God, true swear to God story, man. You can ask D.J. Dead, man. You can ask Dedrick, right? We sitting outside of St. Andrews with Proof. We about to go in, right? And Proof sitting there, and he's like, yeah, man, I got to wait for my homegirl to get here, and then we'll go ahead and go in. And Proof's got on a baby blue big-ass T-shirt, a dad hat before dad hats was like really, like him and M was the only ones really rocking the dad hats at the time. And like the shoes was kind of beat up. And the baggy jeans, like you were saying, right? Well, the baggy jeans was cool then, but it was just that they didn't have nothing on them. They were just baggy jeans. Right. And we was like, man, nigga, this is Proof. Like and Proof was like a guy in our eyes. Like, this is Proof. You know what I mean? But he's so personable. Like, you understand why he doesn't give a fuck about dressing how dope boys dress. He just, hey, man, I just got done playing video games. I'm finna go out and meet up my people in the club. The chick that he was waiting on looked like
$1 million.
No. She looked like she
stayed with video games too.
She looked like she played a role in the movie 8 Mile when they stayed in the trailer park.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Right. Yeah. She was cool as fuck. Now, but I'm just saying, I was judging at the time. I'm young. I was judging what the fuck? But here's a fucking funny story about it though. We go through the fucking door. Now, how he's Proof. He's different. She's with him. She's different. One of my partners get in with them. Soon as me and another gentleman walk up to the door, they stop us. And Proof like, no, they with me. He was like, yeah, but y'all got to spread them out. Because we had on the dope boy attire.
Right.
Bring them guns in the club fucking look.
Right.
And that was the bring the guns in the club look. And I wasn't no gangster, no street nigga like that. You know what I'm saying? I was trying to be fly with the dope boys. But that was I think that you had to at least like done some type of crime to be able to wear that though too.
Leather and a
am I lying wrong? Like
sneakers.
Like am I crazy about that?
Listen, that
like,
was our uniform. Leather, a hoodie, and a fresh pair of sneakers. Period.
But can you rock the Averex and all that if you didn't commit a crime?
No,
I don't know if you can be a civilian.
You don't. Let's say half our listeners don't even know what you're talking about. Yeah.
But I'm asking you though. But I'm asking you, can you be a civilian and rock that?
No, absolutely not. Because
I didn't think so.
You wouldn't even know what it meant, what it represented.
What about the Al Wassan 8
Al
ball?
Wassan still doing it.
What about the 8 ball jacket though?
Oh my
god!
I'm
talking about the 8 ball jacket.
Kidding me,
bruh?
That's a staple. Dude.
Listen, I
used to have 8 balls in my 8 ball jackets. Y'all know the lyrics,
bruh. Listen. I was in Detroit hanging with our cousins. We went shopping. I brought some loot. That's all I wanted. Mo, our cousin Mo.
Rest in peace, cousin Mo.
I'm looking at it. I'm trying it on. He ain't saying a word. He ain't saying nothing. Until I bring it up to the counter. He said, "What you doing?" I said, "I'm getting ready to cop this coat." He was like, "Not that one." I'm like, "What?" He's like, "Cuz you don't ball. Like you can't get that jacket." I'm like, "Bro, I don't live in Detroit." He was like, "But yeah, you visit enough." He was like, "And you'll fuck around and wear it." And I was like, "So what you saying?" He was like, "You can't buy that." So he was like going through like picking out all these jackets for me, right? And I'm like he picking out shit like New York jackets and all the, Chicago and all that. I mean, they was dope ass jackets, but I'm like, yeah, I'm trying to get that A-ball jacket. He's like, nope, you can't get that. And then like he pulled me to the side and like really broke it down. And I was like, oh yeah, I can't get that. I don't roll in that circle. You right. That's like if I live in a Crip neighborhood, bro, you can't go buying all that. Man. Red shit.
When he said the words "Pelly Pale," that don't resonate with a lot of people. Like most people, shit. That don't resonate with them. They don't know.
No, that's like, everywhere though. Pelly Pelly was everywhere. They was talking about that shit in New York. The only people that don't really fuck with it is L.A. because it's always warm out there.
In New York, but in the inner city. When I'm saying is like Pelly Pelly is not like a fat. It's not like Gucci. It's not like Louis Vuitton. If you understand what I'm saying.
None of that shit is though.
It's not designer. Pelly Pale was for the hood. That was for knew.
Because I rocked the shit out of that. I thought that was designer as a motherfucker.
No, it was expensive.
It was expensive. It wasn't Averex, Pelly Pale. Like that was all in the same realm.
Right. That was expensive. It wasn't designer.
It wasn't.
That wasn't
that
Louis.
Shit was expensive.
That wasn't Gucci. But us, in the inner cities, we love that. That was our Pelly Pale was our Gucci.
Bruh. You know what's crazy?
Hold on, not to cut you off.
That was our Louis Vuitton.
But listen,
right, exactly.
The next time y'all at my crib, we don't have them up, and we haven't had them up for a while. Remind me to bring out a picture. Just say, bring out your Pelly Pelly picture. It's me and Brad Roberts. That's all I want you to do.
Okay.
We'll at some point, because we're gonna have another podcast on fashion at some point. We're going to bring that picture out.
Did you have a troop jacket? Or a
Hell
troop?
yeah.
Do you remember troops? That might have been a little before your time.
I don't know about the troops.
Yeah, troops might have. LL wore troops. LL Cool J wore troops. That might have been a little bit before your time.
I got something for you. Because we finishing up this podcast.
Okay. What you got?
So I got something for you, and I want you.
Okay. You said cross colors earlier, man.
Bruh.
You fucked me up with that.
Bruh.
Wait. Don't say skids. If you tell me something about some skids, I'm going to trip.
Nah.
Don't say skids. Okay.
Nah.
Go ahead.
Bally's.
Yeah, Bally's was dope.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now let me tell y'all, because
a lot of people sleep on Bally's.
I'm in my old people zone, but I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna look up Bally's because I want to like
that was a New York. That came from New York. Yeah.
New old school shit, and I say new old school shit is coming back. I'm like, I need some fucking Bally's.
Bally's probably $300, $400.
Bruh, they was $880 for a pair of shoes.
Yeah.
Shit, that's like when I go. That's what I'm talking about with Champion.
Bro, I'm not talking about dress shoes. I'm talking about just some tennis shoes.
Yeah.
And they're not even comfortable. But they got to.
Bally was the East Coast. That was more East Coast.
They're
thing.
Italian love.
No. They fuck with Bally's out there in the West Coast, man.
Yeah?
Because straight up, first like Vegas and shit, man.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna tell you right now, one thing I learned about living out in the West Coast, man, in the Southwest, was like, fashion is totally different. Like what we think is fashion is like, yeah, we're talking about Karl Kani and all that stuff. But when you go into really like how you wear and what you wear, it has nothing to do with the color that you're wearing.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like I was out there in Compton with the South.
I
was out there in Compton with the South Side Compton Crips. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? It didn't matter what color you had on. Mm-hmm. That had nothing to do with if you was in a Crip hood or a Blood hood. Now, like the baby gangsters, you know what I mean? You roll up in all red and shit. Mm-hmm. The baby gangsters gonna look at you sideways and check you. But what I'm saying is it has nothing to do at this point. Like, it's like one of them things. If you know, you know. And one thing I learned, I had to learn. Right. They had to school me on shit. Is when you put like like certain it ain't just certain colors. It's certain way you wear things, certain hats that you wear,
certain ways you
like
wear.
all this different shit. Like it's fucking crazy. Like Geese had on this Boston hat. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, and we was on Venice, and he was like, "Dog, if we wasn't on Venice, you can't wear that." Right. And then he wore it when we was in Southside, when we was in Compton. You know what I mean?
Right.
In the South Side Compton.
Right.
But we was with some upper echelon OGs, so you know what I mean? They just knew, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, he must be a civilian. He don't know no better.
Visitor.
You know what I mean? But it wasn't, you know, because it's not like that. It's not like
Right.
it's not like you go on these people's, because first of all, you're not going to the hood without an OG. So it's not like there's always people around checking you. I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying they was like schooling me to like just
What's
a bunch of shit
going
that we
on?
never fucking think about.
Right.
We never fucking even
Different
think
cultures,
about.
man.
Right.
Different
It's
cultures.
a totally different
That's
culture.
why I can't never really. I'm not saying I don't disrespect nobody. First of all, but I don't really respect a dude who become a blood and you 25 years old, you 30 years old. You know
That's
what I'm
not
saying?
real.
Now you
That's a
became
whole nother.
I don't get that.
That's a
You
whole
became a
nother
crip.
podcast.
Right.
I actually have somebody that's coming
Okay,
on
my
for
bad.
that, man. I have a guest that's going to come on
You
and break some of this
became
stuff
a crip
down.
at 30. Like I'm not feeling that, bro.
That's a whole
that's
that's a
the-
whole other thing. But
Man,
to bring it right back around in the fucking house parties, like that is one thing that I did learn is that you can be in a place, right? In a party, right? And you got different people from different sets, but they have, and you don't know it because we're from Michigan, man.
Right.
We think red, blue,
Right.
green.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it wasn't like that. Yeah.
Like for gang color, like that's your rag, that's your flag. No. There's like 3 or 4 different sets in a place. You know what I mean? Where we kicking it at in the club, and cousin Robert Joe, shout out to Rico Hoy.
Rico Hoy, I've been him.
He's
before, y'all,
he's
believe it or not.
he's pointing shit. He's pointing
I met
shit
him
out to
in
us.
the joint, believe it or not.
He's pointing shit out to us in different, like, oh, they from this hood, they from that hood. And I'm like, how the fuck? Well, they because they wear that way and that way. That's what I'm saying. That's a whole nother. So even in the house party setting, you know what I mean. And I've never been to a house party out there, but in the club, I can imagine in a house party. I guess it wouldn't be in a house party because you wouldn't never be in another hood doing shit that you ain't supposed to do. But anyway, yeah, man, let's wrap this up. We will come back to y'all with some more of this.
Yeah, we definitely need we need a 2.0. We kind of got off track a little bit.
We haven't been together in a while.
That's
so
what we
fresh.
do. You know what I mean?
Right,
Yeah, that's what
We
we
haven't
do.
we haven't seen each other in a while, so we had a lot of
talking.
stuff. We just talking.
We're just
But
talking.
that's what this podcast is about, man. We just
Absolutely.
talking, we just saying whatever, and just having a good time, man. And hope that y'all do too. So check us out at Beyond the Tracks Podcast on Instagram. I will be posting up our YouTube page and all the other stuff. You'll see it in the credits. Anybody got anything to say before we roll out of here?
No, I do want to shout out Nina's Chic Boutique and Custom Creations. She's been doing her damn thing, man, getting our merch together, and I just wanted to shout her out because it's gonna be fire.
Yes, sir.
What's up?
Absolutely. Infamous RO.
Nah, same old, man. You know, we keep it moving.
Yeah, I definitely want to. Like I said, I shouted him out earlier. I definitely want to shout out again. Zay Turnage over there at The Chosen Few. He's actually doing a collection with our cousin Deanna Gray coming up soon.
Nice.
They're collaborating. And also shout out to our cousin Chrissy over there at Adidas.
Chrissy killing
She's kind of being like big sister to Zay and what they got going on, man. And
Really?
there's a lot of things in motion that they're doing. I also just want to shout out like all of our local cats, man, that we support, love, and we fuck with. You know what I mean? When I go get a burger, I go to Larson's. You know what I mean? When I go down the street here, man, I fuck with Trappers when I'm trying to get a quick bite to eat. You know what I mean? I go to Highlights, and when I go shopping, I just always want to say stuff like that. So if y'all got anything, you know what I mean, that y'all want to shout out at any time during the show, shout them out, man, because they need big ups too. They're the people that actually to support us. Absolutely. And with that being said, also AJ Lavender, my little cousin, he has a podcast.
Yeah.
Y'all go check that out. I'll be shouting out next time. I'll get all the information because I don't want to misspeak. But he's got a podcast coming out, a sports podcast that is super dope. They just put out their first podcast. It's super dope. Still shout out to Lunatic Radio, my homeboy out there in Arizona and New York. And then one more shout out, man, for another podcast, which we was just on. Y'all go check out Shit Gets Deep podcast.
Yeah.
Oh, man, they show us so much love, man. It's so fun being on there. Ron wasn't available to go, but me and Mike represented for us. And they gave us some merch. We exchanged some merch that isn't out yet. Ours isn't out yet. Theirs isn't out yet. So that was something cool. So
they got the first, and we got the first. So
yeah,
I appreciate that.
So definitely shout out to my brothers over there, man. So yeah, man, it's the Beyond the Tracks podcast, man. Let's wrap it up with your at.
It is Instagram is _ Big Mike _
DJ Big Mike _
Damn, did I forget that part? Mm-hmm. Shit, that's why I need a PR person. Can you be my PR person?
I got you.
All right, can you shout out my ads?
Yeah, so DJ Big Mike is at _ DJ Big Mike on Instagram or _ at the end. See, that 8 Mile, I'm telling you, that shit sneaks up on you. Though. We talked about that last podcast. We couldn't even put out the podcast because Mikey Shumaker came in, man. Our sponsor came in and got us fucking drunk, and he didn't even drink. He had one shot.
He didn't even drink.
And also, infamous RO. What's your tag?
My Instagram is the infamous RO. That's it. That's the infamous RO.
It. Mine's at T.Jay the Mayor. That is T.J.A.Y the Mayor. So come check us out, man. The YouTube will be posted on the credits. Also, you can catch us on Spotify, Google Play, what is it called? Apple Podcasts, iTunes, wherever you get your podcast.
Yeah, we're on all the major fellas.
All the major platforms and some that you ain't even never heard of. So
for sure.
All right, man. Hey, cheers, fellas.
Cheers. Holla at your boys.